morning, Mzansi. And let me tell you one thing, it is a good day to have a good day. And happy Monday to you. Let's get this week started. Good morning,
with
Greg.
a bang, my friend. Looking great, feeling great.
go.
Always get the best energy from my friends. You don't understand. Ryder's also here. We're going to have a whole lot of fun this morning. Just look at that face. That's the kind of energy I want to carry you through the rest of your day. Because it's there. Okay, we've got levels to the game this morning. We are going to start out with a knockout lineup.
Oh.
And I really mean it. Someone might get knocked out this morning. Why? Because a knockout artist is in the house. MMA legend Don Madge is going to be in the studio after making an incredible comeback to the cage, 8 years in the making. And he's going to show my friend here exactly why it takes a very special kind of person to reinvent yourself. Not once, not twice, not 3 times. I think this is the 4th time we've seen him conquer this space. He is amazing.
I'm scared.
No, you must be. No, he's also, I think he is one of those martial arts exponents who keeps pouring back in. Him and Maddie Leshing, what they achieved this weekend, first round knockout, cannot wait to find out. You're going to meet a legend this morning.
Okay, I'm just going to be in my stance.
Sure.
I'm just going to be in my stance this entire time.
I like that.
And listen, Mzansi, we're also going to be diving into the deep end with the celebration of all things fish.
Okay.
I know, from a tinned fish and egg skillet to sardine and lemon linguine.
Ooh.
And a Tuscan tuna tomato pasta. Say that 5 times fast. I couldn't. We're proving that simple ingredients can seriously make such tasty meals delicious. I know.
And you would have seen that little QR code pop up. Scan it, cook along. You're going to have a whole lot of fun. We're going to celebrate fish in so many ways this morning. A bit of meal prep happening as well, I think. Kind of getting you set for the week ahead. Yeah, and then we want to inspire you. Mondays are all about giving the spotlight, the space to artists making their own space.
Right.
Yosha is certainly doing that. Her brand new EP, Beautiful Disappointment. He is in the house looking soulful, very soulful in that picture. We're going to have to ask him to emulate that visual.
It's the biceps for me.
Yeah, we'll do some push-ups, Story. There's going to be a lot of training. We cannot wait to reconnect with a superstar.
Absolutely right. We're so excited to get the next 3 hours started. But of course, we've got to get into your news headlines to get started first. So we have to say the biggest good morning, Nature Boy.
Good morning, you beautiful people. And let me just plug you in on the official status to why your Shay looks that good. It's kettlebell training. It's lots of flows. The man is coming through with all the good stuff this morning. But officially, duties must commence. And I'm going to start with national duties first. Now, South Africa has been officially removed from the Financial Action Task Force grey list after demonstrating substantial progress in combating money laundering and terrorist financing. Now, since being listed in 2023, the government implemented 22 key reforms, strengthening oversight and enforcement across financial and legal systems. Now, the delisting signals international confidence, improves investor sentiment, and supports credit ratings and cross-border trade. While celebrating the milestone, authorities stress the need to continue and for continued vigilance against financial crimes. Now, the rand strengthened nearly 0.5% following the announcement. Well, next up, Eskom has ensured consistent electricity supply for over 98% of the time this financial year. Now, that's all thanks to improvements under its Generation Recovery Plan. Now, South Africa has gone 161 consecutive days without load shedding, with only 26 hours recorded between April and October. Now, reduced unplanned outages and improved maintenance have increased the energy availability factor considerably and reflecting stronger grid reliability with diesel use remaining below budget. Now, ongoing improvements are expected to maintain stable, resilient power, reinforcing confidence in electricity supply ahead of the summer peak period. Well, we move to international headlines next, and Namibia's President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah has removed Natangwe Itete as Deputy President and Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Industry, Mines and Energy, assuming direct responsibility for the ministry. Now, Itete, appointed in March, remains a member of Parliament. Now, the change aims to ensure continuity and effective coordination within a sector crucial for Namibia's ambitions to begin crude oil production by 2030. Now, the country continues to develop its rich natural resources, including uranium and diamonds, and no reason was provided for the dismissal. Well, next up, French authorities have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the €88 million theft of crown jewels from the Louvre Museum last week. Now, the heist carried out in broad daylight exposed weak security and blind spots in CCTV coverage. Now, the suspects were intercepted as they attempted to leave the country, with authorities now questioning them. Now, some stolen items may have been broken down into smaller pieces. And in response, France has tightened security and moved the museum's most valuable jewels to a highly secure Bank of France vault. Well, next up, yes, we celebrate her once again. South Africa's own Emmy Award winner, Tyler, has done it again, serving looks, lyrics and luxury with a brand new single titled Chanel. Now, after weeks of teasing, the track and its glossy video finally dropped, directed by Aaron Moreno, who also shot her award-winning Push to Start. Now, dressed in vintage Chanel, from a 1991 quilted bomber jacket to that iconic 2013 hula hoop bag, Tyler proves she was born to capture moments. And she even shows off her rap skills, spitting her own verse with swagger. Now, to top it off, she hosted a chic LA brunch for 25 women, gifting them Chanel mirrors and celebrating self-love, sisterhood, and seriously good taste. Oh, well, if you crack that top 25 list, then you have made it in life, my friend. But for now, let's see who else made it when it comes to all things sport. And just G-Man with the latest.
Yep, you can pick yourselves up off the floor. It was that kind of weekend. Some resounding successes. In fact, let's start with the URC, and the Stormers continued their incredible unbeaten charge in the URC with a commanding win over Benetton to stay top of the table. Lions continue to look good. They backed up last week's victory with another confident display at Ellis Park. Well, the Sharks, they finally seem to have found their rhythm in Durban. Well done. And then the Bulls, of course, ending their tour on a disappointing note with a defeat at the hands of Glasgow. Now we get into cricket. We saw this one potentially on the cards. Australia looking incredibly strong, swept aside South Africa over the weekend. 7-wicket win, in fact, in indoor, with leg spinner Alana King queen for a day, starring through a record-breaking 7 for 18, and that understandably dismantled the Proteas for just 97 runs. So the Aussies, who sealed their place in the semi-finals with the win, chased the target down in just 16.5 overs just to rub it in. So the Proteas will now definitely look to bounce back against England in this coming Wednesday's semi-final. If we were going to have a loss, that was the time to do it. It's done and dusted. We can move on. Now let's get back into the tennis journey, and it's been quite an odyssey this year. Jannik Sinner back in the headlines as he captured his 4th title of the season and 2nd Vienna Open crown. That was after rallying from a set down to beat his old foe, Alexander Zverev, 3-6, 6-3, 7-5. So the world number 2 now extending his indoor winning streak to 21 matches, and he now turns his focus to the Paris Masters next week. Now let's get back into the Premier League action. Not looking good for Liverpool. Their title defence hit new lows, it must be said, after a 3-2 defeat at the hands of Brentford, marking now a 4th straight league loss, leaving Arne Slot's champions in 6th place on the log. So Arsenal, on the flip side of that, they went 7 points clear at the top with a 1-0 win over Crystal Palace. And that while Man United, they continued their little resurgence under Ruben Amorim, beating Brighton 4-2 with a 3rd straight victory. An impressive win there, it must be said. Well, that's where we leave our sport for now. Don Madge steps into studio. I can't see one mark on his face. That's the kind of tail of the tape we are looking for. We're going to get into his action over the weekend. And of course, Carissa is going to throw down in just a moment. I'm really happy for her. In just a moment, we'll connect with that star. But right now, let's connect you with the weather, see what the new week has in store.
Well, thank you so much, Graham. I'm looking forward to that. For now, though, let's turn our eyes towards the weather, where the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms across the escarpments of Mpumalanga and Limpopo, as well as northern KwaZulu-Natal. Now, residents are urged to exercise caution as heavy rainfall may cause localized flooding on vulnerable roads, accompanied by small hail and possible structural damage. Meanwhile, Limpopo faces extremely high fire danger in the Lepalapala local municipality, compounded by soaring temperatures. Now, authorities advise communities to remain alert, avoid unnecessary travel, and take precautions amid the challenging weather conditions. And all of that brings us to the sunrise view of this hour. And this one from Umhlanga is Arusha Singh. Well, Arusha, I mean, the picture speaks for itself. It tells us 1,000 words, and all of which are synonyms for that's absolutely gorgeous. Well done on capturing the beautiful morning view and definitely the dusk before the day starts. Monday ahead of us looks like 22 degrees on the side of Umhlanga, and we wish and hope you a beautiful day ahead. For now, though, on that number, you already have it, 0630369649. Let us know what your morning looks like, whether you're from Umhlanga or beyond, as we get into your temperatures for this morning.
Okay, let's take a deep breath. Okay. Everyone, just calm down. Okay, it is very exciting, okay? We do have a bona fide, like, MMA superstar in the house today, so just forgive us. We're going to be a little bit giddy, but it's great. Okay, so I'm really excited for you.
No. I'm so nervous.
So that's my glimmer, okay, today, is just knowing that she's got that plan today. Or it might be Ryle's socks and shoe combo. For me, that's my little glimmer.
Oh, I'm
amazed at how my cameraman just knew that I was going to say this. Wow, it's like we share one tiny little brain cell.
Comfort this morning on a Monday, right? Feels so good. I'm just like gliding around everywhere. It's so cool, man.
All right, so maybe we need a little glimmer. So what is a glimmer to you? Explain to the people.
A glimmer, like a glimmer of hope that lies at the end of the tunnel. Can I just say that it's my animals? Oh. I've just been in a phase right now where I love my family, I love my man, but when my cat or my dog just appears out of nowhere and looks at me like, I love you, then I'm like, oh, okay.
Is this a tiny dog that's hiding at your grandparents' house?
Because they don't have to. Do you know what I'm saying? But the fact that they do, I mean, the love for my cat is about this much, but it's something.
Yeah.
It's something. Do you know what I'm saying? And that just gives me that hope that let's push through one more day, let's push through one more week. Yeah. That's the question that we have for you, Mzansi. A glimmer is a tiny moment that makes your nervous system just sigh with relief. So what moment recently reminded you that life can actually be soft and beautiful?
We'd love to hear from you.
Yep. And don't forget to use that hashtag Expresso Show. Now, there's another reason why we're feeling a little bit, because there's some superstars that have entered the building, of course. So, no, G-Man, you excited for this one? You ready?
Just quaking a little bit. It's absolutely awesome because he has earned the right to receive the praise. Not once, about 100 times now. He has shone so bright for our country. Look at that beautiful face. Is that the face of a fighter? I don't know. It's a fighter who seldom gets hit, I think. A gorgeous face, an amazing human being. What him and Matty are doing to pour back into the fighting arts in South Africa deserves massive recognition. But he earns it because he won this weekend. It's massive. We cannot wait to connect with him. That'll happen after the break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday morning, and a very big good morning to you as well. And because it's a Monday, we've got to get into some Monday motivation. Now, becoming a new version of yourself, of course, takes time and a lot of patience, and it's a quiet strength that makes transformation possible. So let's take a look at this morning's Monday motivational message for us.
Be patient when you're becoming someone you've never been. Of course, it's going to feel uncomfortable. You're stepping into a version of yourself that your body has no memory of. Your nervous system and subconscious only knows how to survive through old patterns. All of the overthinking, the people-pleasing, the shrinking yourself so no one gets upset. So when you finally start choosing you, setting boundaries, speaking your truth, your system is going to freak out. It's going to tell you that you're selfish. It's going to try to pull you back into familiar chaos, and not because you're failing, but because your body has been trained to equate comfort with suffering. That's why change feels like danger. That's why healing feels like you're losing yourself. You are not. You're simply just finally meeting the parts of you that never got to exist. So if you feel lost, confused, or doubtful, that's a very good place to be. You're not going backwards. You're crossing the threshold into who you were meant to be.
My goodness, mic drop. Did you hear what that guy said? You're just meeting the parts of you that didn't exist before. And a beautiful reminder that we've got to be open to exploring those sides of ourselves that make us a little bit anxious and uncomfortable. But of course, that's where the magic happens, just outside of your comfort zone. So here's all about rediscovering ourselves and beginning again, especially on this Monday. We hope that you will take that with you. Monday motivation like you've never seen before. Gives us a bit of a punch in the gut, much like our next guest.
We're not going to punch you in the gut, but we're going to punch you in places that you never thought you had.
And the heart.
Yeah, especially places where you get blown away. Because listen, this is something that is going to set the scene. 25 years ago, Russell Crowe immortalized the words,
"Are you
entertained?" on the film Gladiator. But this weekend, Mzansi got to experience something that matched the nail-biting excitement. And it took place on Saturday at the 4th Fight Island event, during which the one and only Don Budge fought and won the ultimate fight of the night. And oh, what a comeback it was, bro.
Oh, so it ended with Fulofelo Ramaliba crashing to the canvas in around 2 minutes, I'm guessing, in round one. A beautiful, very welcome return to center stage. Can we get a round of applause for the man? Thank you. Dude, I feel like we should have been applauding you for the last 3 decades for what you have poured in. And please, I've got a lot to talk to you about, man. It's been a while, dude. And I'm so, so proud of the fact that you are getting this opportunity, yes, but this is what you've been doing.
Yes.
You're a professional fighter who has operated on the highest level from the start of your career. And I kind of feel like your wave broke just before the MMA wave broke. Does it feel like that to you? Because you're MMA, you are Muay Thai, you are Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you're one of the most complete fighters that this country has ever produced. When you get a win like this, maybe you wanted a little more of a fight, but how does that feel, brother?
Yeah, I mean, you said it perfectly. I've been doing this for so long. Like, I started fighting when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
So it's just like one thing sort of led to the next thing. And boxing's always been something that I've wanted to kind of check off the list. And like you said, you know, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, MMA. So boxing was the one thing that I wanted to tick off the list, and I got the opportunity on Saturday, which was awesome.
And you look good, man.
It felt good.
Good, dude.
It did look good. It's almost like, how cool is that when you have like all these challenges in life and you're like, listen, I've done that, I beat that boss. I just need to get boxing out the way now.
Yeah, look, at the moment, I'm sitting between a world champion and a world beater. It's
But Don, listen, bro, like you talk about the fact that you've been involved in this for the last three seasons or 3 events, right? So what was the itch that got you from behind the scenes to the front end and obviously putting the gloves on for this one?
Well, you know, like I retired from professional MMA last year, so I just decided, you know, like the time away from family and the commitments that you have to put in to fight at that level.
Yeah.
I was too busy. I had too much
The cost
going
is
on.
too high, man. Yeah.
And so the opportunity for this event came through. We spoke about it about 2 months ago, and originally we had a different opponent in mind, someone like that was pretty more well known on the boxing front, and he declined the fight for obvious reasons. I mean, I wouldn't want to get knocked out either. And so then we got the opportunity to get the opponent that I got on Saturday night, and you know, I took the opportunity because first of all, Matt, my business partner who runs Fight Island, you know, it'd be amazing to be able to do something that me and him have spoken about 10 years ago. We were like, one day you're gonna
It's a
get into the
full
boxing
circle,
ring,
bro.
you're gonna
It's
get into the boxing
beautiful.
ring, and I'm gonna coach you through the boxing fights. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it. And so when the opportunity came, I was like, you know, this is exactly what we spoke about 10 years ago, and you know,
It's like a little
grabbed
gift
it.
to each other.
Exactly.
I absolutely
Exactly.
love that because you guys are running around giving a gift to the fight world. What you and Maddie are creating there with MadFit is next level. There are fighters coming from all over the world to learn how to punch, to learn how to strike, to be in that space. What's the magic in the water there? Is it Maddie? Is it your chemistry? How are you guys getting this right, man?
To be honest, like I think it's like a little bit of everything, you know. I think like timing and you know, like we started training together, myself and Matt, in 2012. I mean, that's when we first like started working together, and like we just built a natural relationship, and that's just how things have happened like throughout our entire like friendship and business partner relationship.
Corner man, dude.
It's basically just like
He's in your corner.
everything's
bro.
happened pretty like naturally. It's just like one thing to the next. And when we decided to open Mad for 10 years ago, it's actually our 10 year anniversary.
Congrats.
Yeah, it just came by naturally, and we're like, you know, we already do so much together as like coach and athletes. Why not take it a step further and let's just like see what else we can do and see who else we can help, and that's kind of
And that
what's
circle's
happening.
just getting bigger.
Yeah, man. And I want to talk about maybe the superpower that you have behind the scenes. Laura, your wife.
Yes.
You obviously probably made this sort of a promise when you retired to be like, listen, we're not going to go back. And then a couple months later, we're going back. What was her sentiment pre the fight, like leading up to it? And then obviously post the result, like, okay, we came back with the win, babe. So you can
Was that
relax.
part of the agreement?
You can only do it if you win.
It's so funny because she was like, when the opportunity came out, she was like, oh, you have to do it, you have to do it.
Okay.
It's gonna be so cool.
Nice.
You know, she's always been like a crazy supporter, and she literally is like the backbone behind like everything that I do. She helps me with, I mean, if it wasn't for her, I probably like wouldn't know what to like put on in the morning. To be honest, like,
We have a lot of that energy in this space as well, buddy. I get you, bro.
I
I
always joke
understand.
that like if I wasn't married to my wife, I'd probably just live in like a little like hole. It's like,
a container somewhere.
Exactly, yeah.
We
Thank
just
Laura
drive you
for
around.
just making him look this good this
Yeah,
morning and
exactly,
getting him here.
exactly.
Thank you so much.
Exactly. No, so she was like so excited about the opportunity. Because I travel so much for fighting, like fighting in the UFC and PFL, and she wasn't always able to come with. So for her, it was like, oh, I'm gonna be able to be here, watch you train,
Front
watch
row
the
seats,
fights,
yeah.
and like be a part of the whole experience. So like for that, I think she was like super stoked.
And you put on a show, dude.
I
think
tried.
she knows,
I
like
tried.
every other fighter knows, like every fan knows, there's something different about the way you fight. And I love to see you fighting. I love the smack talk. I love to hear this coming out of your mouth because it says to me that you're going to be fighting more. And I want to see you fighting. Young fighters need to see you fight now. Can I tell you a funny story? I was trying to explain to my son what a dangerous man is. And I think we were in an ice cream store somewhere and you stepped in. And I felt your presence before I saw your face. And I was like, Jack, this is a dangerous man. We need dangerous men like you in the ring representing. What's on the cards? Are you going to fight again? How are you feeling?
I don't know. Like we're gonna see what else comes up. You know, we've spoken about a few like possibilities, and you know, maybe we're thinking of getting someone more well known or another international opponent or something. But we'll see. There's nothing planned right now. Like I said, I am retired. I'm supposed to be retired.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Retired like Marzan Cup retired. That's what I'm thinking, man. Please don't ever retire. Just keep doing what you do. Now, the fact that you're pouring so much back into the combat sports, but also the culture around martial arts in this country, dude, we owe you. As someone who has 2 kids doing martial arts, bless you, son.
Thank you,
Absolutely
thank
love you
you.
and Maddie. Thank you, man.
Thank you so
Well
much.
done.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, Don Madge is in the house. He's going to stick around and we'll do a little bit of training in a moment so you can get your stretchy gear on. If you want to get a little fight ready, yes, it is going to be opportunity to train along at home. But of course, we're focusing on other sporting successes. Right now was another roller coaster weekend for our South African URC sides. Stormers, they look great. They wrapped up their tour unbeaten thanks to stand-up performance from Yuri Matia. Absolutely brilliant. Then the Lions, they are not pretenders to the crown. They handed Ulster their first loss of the season at Ellis Park. The Sharks, finally got some much-needed rhythm down at Durbs, and the Bulls, they were left, I would imagine, very frustrated in Glasgow after a tough final quarter of that match. And joining us to break it all down is rugby enthusiast Ryan Grant. Ryan, thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
It's difficult to understand the URC because there are so many threads coming in and out, so many international agendas and different club agendas, but we love it because South African teams are rocking at the moment, except for the Bulls. Let's start there and get the ugly stuff out the way. So frustrating for this Bulls side that has probably the most attacking potential, the best balance. What went wrong for them?
For sure. Like, as you said, I think these tours are so crucial for the South African sides, and obviously the results that are busy happening for the Lions and the Stormers, it's looking great that we're actually getting points on the road.
And the Bulls were the points in the bag team this year, weren't
That's
they?
the type of thing, and I just think, like, as you said, the Bulls aren't like sticking to their set pieces and going towards like the technical game of kicking and just like, it's just the unforced areas that they're losing it out there.
And that's the thing, is you earn the right. I always used to say the Bulls keep earning the right to play expansive rugby because they've got some quicks in that back line. I mean, but you've got to get the solid down, the basics working.
For sure.
Is that the identity of the Lions? If I had to ask you to typify why they are doing so well, and they just keep proving their detractors wrong, and I love that for this franchise. Because they were kind of counted out 2 or 3 years ago. What is that identity? What's working for them?
For sure, again with the Lions, obviously again it starts with the pack, and the Chris Smith has been a massive signing coming in at the general there. I mean, Henku van Wyk running those lines at 13 has been incredible. Keen Horn kicking 60-meter kicks for fun is just another story. So I think,
For the highlights reel.
So I think the balance between their like strength up front and their flanks and their back line, I think it's exciting times ahead there.
And we love it when system beats talent. And take all due respect to a very talented Lions team, but set against the Springbok-laden team
For sure.
around them, I love that they punch so far above their weight class. Conversely, the Sharks, which is a Springbok team, pretty much 13 of the 15 generally are, finally seem to have found a bit of rhythm in front of their exasperated home fans. What is this Rubik's Cube that we got to get right with the Sharks? Is it a case of needing younger talent to offset the tired old Springboks? Again, all due respect, but what is happening in that
To be honest with you, week in and week out on our Rugby 365 commentary group, this is a headache. This is a headache every single week, and it's just like you look on the player for player on the sheet, and you're just like, well, here we go. But yeah, like I said, I just think the expectation was massive, and they're starting to finally come, and the cohesion starting to finally come into play, and you're starting to see that. And I just really hope they can take it onto tour.
Yeah, well, they're going to need it. Sure. They've seen how tough it's going to be out on the road, and it's also reached that point where teams can get away with, a couple of games to find their rhythm, kind of soften up the soft tissue, but now they've got to harden up because it's that time. Someone who needed one entire team, but obviously Sasha playing a dominant role there. But the Stormers and Jono have got it right.
I think Dobber, as you said, it's been a thing of a few years where you're trying to build the depth of that side, and the amount of nines he's bringing in, Quibus as a backup, as experience. You have Dion Free, fine wine out there. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Why were you looking at me like that when you said fine wine? Everyone always does that. Whenever they say Dion Free, even if I'm not even involved in the conversation, people look across the studio to me. Okay, there is value in leadership on the field. Okay, I get that. You talk about earning the right. When you've got explosive backs, when you've got Sashas and the likes that can express themselves, you've got to have a system bedded down. Has Dobbo been taking the knocks for the last few seasons to build this team? Because he took a lot of flack last year.
100%, and that's not only from management side, that's been from the public as well.
Just put your hand up, say from me.
That's from me as well. So, and also I wanted to say with Yuri Matia, I mean, I'm happy to eat my words there as well. He has been incredibly good this season. I think having him and Sasha as 10s at the Stormers, I mean, I love a general on the field that can control the game. So
100%. It's the old South African way, the old South African way. There is so much good about the new South African way of playing rugby. This opportunity to express the inside, the outside the box thing. We
Yes.
seem to have taken from our sevens and spread throughout the 15-man game, but we are loving it. So when we're getting this many wins across the board, we're okay with that. Buddy, thank you so much, and thanks for the content you're putting out there and chewing on the rugby gristle in the way that you do. Dobbo, you can DM him and have words if you want to, because you've earned the right. Brilliant performances across the URC. Sorry to the Bulls, but Team SA doing well. Well done.
Claps all the way around. Listen, I'm in good company this morning. I feel very safe. I feel very protected right now because we can't have a champion Muay Thai fighter with a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at that on the show without asking him for a demonstration, especially when it comes to the combat moves for us all. Don Madge, he's still here, as well as Ryle. And in this scenario, I'm just going to do this route.
Yeah.
We are currently, okay, on a date right now.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, this man's been romanticizing us. Forget the weddings that we had this year. And now a bad guy just appeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
So
protect me.
And this is a real situation, man. Like, I need to protect my woman right now. And there's a lot of gents out there that probably dread this, where it's like, okay, I need to step in front and mitigate the risk and make sure that I can defend my woman. So, Don, how do we do this, bro? What's the best way to approach the situation? I got my lady here. I don't want to embarrass myself, man. I need to make myself look good. What do I do, bro?
Well, first of all,
Yeah?
avoid the situation as much as possible.
I like that.
That's
I love
number
that.
one.
Okay.
Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings. You don't know how many people there are.
Okay,
of course,
true,
that's also very important. Like, just because me and you are talking doesn't mean that I don't have two friends down there.
Sure.
So that's very important. And then the most important thing is obviously self-defense, not self or offense.
Offense.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You need to defend yourself.
Because
So
I don't know what this guy's capable of as well,
Exactly.
man. He could be trained, he could not be. I have no idea.
Could have some
Exactly.
equipment.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the first thing we'll do is we'll look at how to protect yourself in terms of your guard and your hands being up. So I assume that you're right-handed?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
So you're going to stand just like how you would stand.
Firstly,
nice and comfortable.
do I make sure my woman's out the way now? Get her out of danger, right?
I'm already in an
keep her
Uber on the
in a
way
safe-
home.
Run!
Definitely get her into a safe space, 100%.
All right.
Preferably far away. And we're going to take a nice, comfortable stance. You're going
Okay.
to step with your dominant leg backwards. That's it. And you're going to get a nice soft bend in the knees. And that's going to be your stance from here, okay?
I already feel a little bit more stable than when I was
Exactly,
standing
exactly.
upright.
So the idea is that if you have a foot behind you, you're on balance. If I don't have anything behind, I can always get pushed over.
Of course.
And that's the
yeah.
last thing you want to do is be on your back in a fight. So
Okay.
we're gonna
Feeling
be
like
right
I'm
here.
charged here,
That's
already,
it. There
already.
you go.
Okay.
Exactly.
What's next? So we got the bottom half up to the knees, nice and soft. Yeah?
Exactly. You're going to bring your hands up now to protect the face, of course. So now you want to make sure that you've got your strong hand at the back, because that's where you're going to generate all the power from your hips. And from here, now that you've got your hands up, you're going to be able to protect yourself. So the first punch I'm going to show you how to throw is your cross off your backhand.
Okay.
So when you're ready to engage, that's what we're going to do. It's all going to start from your hips. So your hands are nice and high. You're protecting yourself, making sure you're not getting hit.
Yeah.
You're going to push with your back leg. You're going to rotate your hips through. And then that arm is going to extend all the way through.
Oh, bro.
And you're going to rotate your body all the way through, and that's going to be your knockout shot.
Okay.
And you're going to make sure that you're on balance the whole way through. So you're going to pull yourself back, and now you're going to throw your hips. There you go.
I see how you're generating it all from the legs.
All from the
first.
legs, exactly.
Hip comes through, and the last thing is the arm.
last thing is the
What's
punch.
the reason for that, man?
So if you think about anyone's body, like the majority of your mass is from your legs, and the strength, your legs carry you around all day.
Of course, yeah.
So all your power comes from the legs. So everyone thinks like punching is from the arms. It's all from the legs. So the more we can involve the legs,
And you
the
can
more
get that
power you can
rotation
generate.
and generate that power. You
Exactly.
can feel it actually connecting when it really comes through. It's
Exactly.
like, ah, okay.
And of course, when you throw your punch, the target you're looking for is the jaw. So when you're throwing the shot, you're trying to land right here on the jaw, because that's the off switch.
Why the jaw versus a different part of the head or the stomach or something like that?
Well, most of the time, if you're going to throw and you're throwing with the bare fist, if you hit me on the top of the head, you're going to break your hand.
Oh, of course, because all the bones that are there. yeah.
Exactly. If you land here on the jawline, that's the off switch is kind of what we would call it.
So here's some examples of firstly, Don showing us how not to take a punch.
Not to get hit.
Not to get hit, sorry.
Exactly.
And then showing how to send a punch. And
Exactly.
oh man, you kind of strategically placing a lot of your punches in different zones when you're
Yes,
fighting as well.
of
Is that
course.
to throw the target off or to like keep them guessing, keep them thinking?
Exactly. Like you have to obviously create a lot of different options to look to get the finish.
Okay.
So if I'm just targeting your head, you know, just to bring
I
your
can
hands
just
up.
keep, yeah.
And as soon as I start going to the body, then you have to bring your hands down, and that opens up your head again.
Okay,
Exactly,
all right.
yeah.
So listen, I've successfully maybe thrown a punch at the
Yes.
bad guy. I'm impressing my woman that's run away now. She's in the Uber, she's safe.
Yes.
But what do I do? Because the fight's maybe not done yet, right?
Exactly.
So what's next?
So most fights that get into a bit of thing will get into some sort of tussle
Yeah.
where we get connected.
Yeah.
So we're not just punching anymore.
Yeah.
And then one of the most common things that happens is someone grabs and wraps around your head. Okay, so this is like a headlock, a schoolyard sort of
Oh, you're
headlock.
gonna put me in a headlock now, bro.
But I'm gonna
on
show
live
you-
TV. Oh no, guys.
But I'm gonna
Mom,
show you-
I love you guys.
But I'm going to show you exactly how to get out of
Okay,
it. So that's,
okay.
that's what's important.
And this is generally something that would happen in a tussle. Normally you do go to the ground eventually, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And so what we're trying to avoid is being the person that gets thrown down to the ground.
Yeah.
We're going to be the one that's disengaging and potentially putting me on the ground.
Got
That's
you.
the idea.
All right, how do we do this, bro?
So I'm sure everyone's seen this sort of position
Yeah.
in school, especially, right? Yeah. So the most important thing here is that you need to create some space between me and you. So you're going to take this hand that's around
Yeah.
me, and you're going to bring it over my shoulder.
this one, yeah?
Exactly. And you're going to create some tension here on my face. You're going to now take two hands and start stretching.
Like push away from you.
And you see how you create a lot of space.
I can like almost get out of this. With this.
Exactly. So now instead of staying there and me throwing you to the floor, you're going to create some space and get out. So we'll do it
Because the
again.
natural instinct is to kind of like hold onto you. So
Exactly.
you're saying instead of me holding onto you, I need to come around here, create
And
some
stretch.
space, and then push you out the
And
way.
then you're free again. Remember, self-defense, not offense. You're not trying to
Yes.
win a fight. You're trying to not get hurt.
And this is my chance to maybe follow my lady and we run off into the distance.
Exactly.
safe.
Or hopefully the situation's de-escalated by then.
Dude, I love this because this is practical advice. I think a lot of us need a lot of training to get to any level where we feel confident enough to fight. But I think defending ourselves is the most important thing, and especially in a country where we live right now. Anything can happen. We have got to stay vigilant. That's the utmost truth. And I can't be more grateful for the fact that I've been upskilled. And I hope you have as well, Mjanzi. I hope you enjoyed that. Learning from the champ himself, South Africa's finest. It couldn't get better than this. And bro, you're looking incredible. I
Thank
can't
you
wait
so
to
much.
see what this body does next and who it wrecks, because I know it's going to be soon. But of course, man, if you guys want any of these skills, go out to MadFit, go reach out to the champions there that'll get your body, get your mind and everything else confident and ready for a fight, and maybe just more conditioned to enjoy this vessel that we live in. Bro, that was incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you,
Thank
thank
you so much.
And let's keep the magic rolling, Mzansi. Yeah, through the legs.
You can make my day. It's my feel good
what a weekend. You can see I'm buzzing. Yes, we've got a fantastic show lined up this morning, but of course this weekend didn't disappoint us on any front. Let's talk Formula One. Mexico City Grand Prix did not disappoint, from intense overtakes to edge of your seat strategy calls to some rookies putting their hands up. This race had it all, and just like Shell B-Power, it was all about performance, precision and pushing the limits, or maybe creating new ones. And back in studio to unpack all of the action and talk about her savant-like ability to call things in Formula One is F1 sports presenter and writer Delucia Daniels. Well done.
Hello.
Hello, my friend. You are blowing my mind because you seem to have the knowledge. You are knowing things before they happen in the space in quite an up-in-the-air season.
Yeah.
Because anyone could literally win every weekend. But let's talk about Lando Norris. Let's talk about the Mexican Grand Prix.
Oh,
Wow.
man, you know how much I adore Lando Norris as a driver and as a human being. And I mean, by winning by 30 seconds, this is extremely big. Like, this is one of those races I said to you on Friday where this is where the momentum's really going to shift. And I think him now overtaking Oscar Piastri for the first time since April is quite testament to how much he's put the work in.
And for him, it's going to be massive validation.
Honestly, because I feel like he knows he's good. And I feel like one of my biggest things about Lando was I felt like the pressure was a bit too much for him. It became more of a test of his ability to stay focused in a race.
It's all about this expectation.
100%.
Sure.
And now you see how well he's done. I mean, that first opening lap into turn one, it's the longest stretch into turn one, going wheel to wheel with Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. It was absolutely insane. So I think him holding his nerve throughout was incredible to watch. Largest win by a Formula One driver this season. So I think,
kind of a coming of age, hey?
It
is. Really is. I love that. Ferrari's still in the mix. Young
I
Charles,
know.
you called that as well. What stood out for you in his race?
I mean, do you know what? Charles Leclerc's defense on Max Verstappen was incredible. I think at the end, you know, we did miss an opportunity to see really Max take on Charles because we did have that virtual safety car, which was quite upsetting, but also at the same time, it did make for quite a spicy into the race.
Added another layer, yeah.
It was so good. But you know what? Ferrari have somehow found a way to get their car to work in certain tracks. And I think only now we're starting to see them gain momentum. They're kind of like late bloomers in the season. But it's worked in their favor because they now second in the constructors. They're only 1 point ahead of Mercedes. So I think that title as well and fighting for the constructors is going to be massive for them going into the next few races as well.
Well, it's growth for the board.
Yes, it is.
And don't ever forget that they have to answer to a financial board at some point about the choices that they are making. And every choice makes a massive, massive difference. Let's talk about young Mr. Behrman. Who is
Ollie.
this kid?
Do you know what? I think we saw glimpses of how great Ollie was when he stepped in for Carlos Sainz last
And he's
season.
a young British driver, yeah?
He's a young Brit. He's just coming into his 20s. He's only 20 years old. I mean, you and I were not doing this when we were 20, but he had a phenomenal race this weekend. His highest position ever, 4th place. I think his dad and his girlfriend had the most amazing reaction to it. Lots of tears, lots of joy. And I think Haas as well. They had such a great race as well. Esteban Ocon ended up getting 9th. So I think just the amount of effort that they put into their team, and they are the smallest team in Formula One. I mean, you look at someone like Ferrari,
Yeah, I
and
was going to say,
their
I
team
would
is
love
like
to
thousands
see
of people.
just how much that difference actually is.
When you look at the way they're sitting on the pit lane, you literally see maybe 2 or 3 people in Haas, and then everyone else
And
has
that's
got
just his
multiple
dad.
people.
That's his dad and his girlfriend.
It is. And this is what I love about a story like this, is because he is going to be a Ferrari driver in the future. I'm going to call this now. I think that when you look at how well he's done, even in Formula 2 and now in Formula 1, he really has found his groove in the sport so far, and I think it's been so nice to see him. He was almost on the podium. It was almost there getting a podium for him this weekend, but just not quite.
You would have smelt it, though, and you got to earn the right. And,
Yeah.
and what a season to be earning that right, set against the best of. I love the fact that you've still got the Hamiltons of the world out there racing with these young drivers, and I think his tale isn't told quite yet. But let's talk about the tale of the tape. What does this mean for the title race, for the big guns? How is this kind of resettled?
Well, with Lando taking over from Oscar now, it's quite interesting. Only 1 point ahead of his teammate for the title.
Oh, we love that.
Verstappen is only 36 points behind Norris. So when you look at, we're going to Brazil next. We have a break and then we go to Brazil. We have Qatar. In between all that, we've got 2 sprint races. We've got 4 Grand Prix. It is literally going to be down to the wire when we get to Abu Dhabi. And that's exciting for me and you, for everyone at home.
I was going to say,
because it's going to be tight, super, super tight.
Will McLaren cannibalize? Is there a danger of that becoming an isolated little battle within itself and Verstappen taking the gap. How do you see that internal battle playing out?
The funny thing is that they're probably the nicest team on the grid, McLaren, because they were still helping each other out in the race when they asked Lando Norris, what is the better tyre that we could use for Oscar? Which I thought was quite interesting, because you would think that your biggest enemy in this race, for example, would be the other side of the garage, knowing how close...
Your closest competitor.
Exactly. And I think that McLaren have been quite nice about it. Andrea Stella always says that, you know, we work as a team, we're still a unit. But I think at some point, you know, you are letting them race, but who is going to take the title, we don't know.
Great problem to have. I think they're not complaining. So that being said, what do we expect at Abu Dhabi? What's going to be the knee-jerk reaction?
Do you know what? I think Abu Dhabi is going to be the final cherry on top. I think looking at Brazil, it's a completely different track to Mexico. We're going to see, if it's a wet race, someone like Verstappen really thrive in that space. We saw it last year, going from 17th in the grid to winning that race.
Loves the technical throwdown, yeah.
Exactly. So now we're looking at all these other technical tracks that are coming up just before Abu Dhabi. I think that we're looking at a very, very interesting dynamic going forward for the McLaren team, how they're going to handle Oscar versus Lando, because it is so close. How Red Bull are going to bring even more upgrades coming into the rest of the season. And then also the battle for the Constructors' title. Yeah. Mercedes, Ferrari, and of course Red Bull still in that race. It's anyone's game at this point.
Oh, I love it. You've called it. This is why we call it the Manifestation Station right here. Love it. Just a little tease for you guys at home. Next month, Shell V-Power and Expresso will be giving you, yes, you and your friends, the chance to watch the Formula One at Abu Dhabi Grand Prix at an exclusive viewing party in Johannesburg on the 7th of December. It's going to be amazing. So keep your tanks full, keep your eyes glued to this show, and we're going to reveal how you can win very, very soon. This is going to be an amazing experience for the petrol heads, please. And don't forget, you can also rev up for some other incredible prizes. 5 lucky couples stand the chance of winning a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and a track experience for 2, bearing in mind what we've just been speaking about, okay? All you need to do is spend 750 Rand or more at Shell, then tap your V Plus rewards card just 3 times this month, and you are in the draw. Simple as that. You only have up until the 31st of October to get this in, and we're going to have a record-breaking number of entries. So get yours in, and good luck. T's and C's apply.
We don't even need the luck right here. I've got my lucky little gem, not little, quite big. Don is still with me, and we're going to cook something delicious in the kitchen. I assume you need a lot of protein.
I do.
In the job that you do. And guess what? We've got so much protein in the form of tinned fish as well as eggs. In a bit, we'll find out how many eggs Don eats a day. Raul told me on his part it's like 6. So I assume we're probably doubling it up over here. But we're getting into a tinned fish and egg skillet. It's smoky, it's tangy, and just packed with so much flavor. Now, you'll get those tender chunks of pilchards swimming in a tomato sauce and then topped with perfectly fried eggs and a bright hit of lemon. It is a one-pan dish that's just fast and satisfying and definitely delicious. Some people are kind of on the fence when it comes to pilchards. How are you feeling about them?
I'm easy.
You easy,
I
you
eat
open?
everything, yeah.
You eat everything?
Yeah.
Cabbage?
Yep.
Pickled fish?
Yes.
Liver?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This is amazing. Let's get into it, Don. So you said cooking is not necessarily something you do.
It's not. I mean, I have an Italian wife, so. So
you're
she,
lucky.
Yeah, so she does all the cooking at home. I'm pretty good on the eggs. That's
I was going to say, I'll put you on egg duty.
Yeah.
How many eggs do you consume a day?
I usually go 6 at a time. I'm similar to
Ryle.
Yeah,
6 at a time, like in one sitting.
Yeah, if I'm gonna eat eggs, I'm probably eating 6 at a time. Yeah.
How are we consuming 6 eggs at once, like an omelette?
Protein. We need protein. Yeah, either omelette or scrambled or.
Wow.
You know, if I'm feeling fancy, maybe poached.
6 poached eggs is crazy. And we're eating that alongside something, or just like raw dogging the eggs, you know?
It depends on the day. If I have to lose weight, maybe not any toast or anything. But if I'm able to eat, I'll maybe.
You'll have a little slice of toast.
Throw in a little bacon there.
Oh, okay. We're doing it nice. Some sourdough, why not? All right, so I'm going to go with some peppers as well as some onions, and then just kind of build up the flavor. So pilchards come in their own flavor, obviously, in those cans. We've seen it, we know them. Whether or not you take the bones out or not, either way, it's delicious. And we're going to get into the goodness of that with some mixed herbs, some seasoning, some lemon to bring out the brightness, some chili for a bit of a bite, and then you can go ahead and fry our eggs over there.
Sure. Try not to get any shells inside of the...
Please. Oh, he's even going one hand. Okay, no. He's not.
I'm not that confident.
I thought you were being fancy there, Don. All right, let's get in some garlic
Am I doing both
as
these
well.
eggs?
You can do both eggs.
Sure.
It's a cute little pan, hey?
It's very sweet.
All right, so
I
that's...
can't remember the last time I wore an apron.
If you're in the kitchen, you going no apron?
I'm going no apron.
Okay, I get you. It's a cute little thing. I feel like
Definitely a shell
people, it adds some extra texture.
There we go.
People believe you more if you show up with an apron. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The credibility is already there
Gotta
without
dress
you.
for the job you want.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, Gordon Ramsay. Okay, go in with some garlic. How do you eat your eggs? And bear in mind, there's only one right answer.
What do you mean?
Do you like them with a runny
No,
yolk?
I like a runny yolk.
You
yeah.
like a runny
yeah,
yolk?
for sure, yeah.
Amazing.
100%. Yeah, yeah.
So usually, Don, we would do like a shakshuka, but this time around, instead of a tomato base, it's like a pilchard base.
Yeah, okay.
Tinned fish really, it goes a long way in many households in South Africa. It's
Mm-hmm.
such an affordable way to like get in protein and get in deliciousness.
Yeah. I mean, when I'm on a strict diet, I'll get like some sort of tinned fish just
Yeah.
to get the protein in. It's very low in
100%.
fat as well, or very low in like
The
additional
bad
calories.
fats,
Yeah, exactly.
And it's got like omega-3s, all
Exactly,
of that sort
exactly.
of thing. All right, so let's go in with some flavor here. That's some cumin as well as paprika.
My eggs are cooking away over here.
Oh, they're getting good. Do you
They're
want some
getting there.
salt and pepper?
I think so.
You can
Thank
go
you.
ahead with some of that. I'm going to go in with some chili flakes. Okay, when it comes to the Scoville scale, where are we sitting with heat?
I like it hard.
You like it hot?
I lived in Thailand for 4 years.
Oh
I
my
am
gosh.
not afraid of the heat for sure.
Hectic. So you say your wife is Italian. What
is
sort of
Italian.
dishes do you guys enjoy?
My wife makes the best pasta in the world.
Does she make it from scratch?
She makes it from scratch. She is.
Oh my gosh, let's have a look at what your wifey looks like. We all know she's gorgeous. Look at that
Yes.
beauty. Okay, so she's good in the kitchen making some pasta.
Yes. She also bakes really well. So it's like sometimes we'll splurge a bit and we'll have a little bit of cake and stuff in the house.
Don't worry, your secret's safe with us.
But yeah, I mean, my wife's an amazing cook. I'm very fortunate that she does like all the cooking at home.
Wow.
Me and my 2 boys are very well fed.
Oh, I love that. So do you
Think we're
do
good, yeah.
meal prep, or does she just kind of take care of you when you're in season?
No, well, when I'm preparing for a fight, my wife usually does.
Does she do it for you?
She does all my meals for me, yeah.
How incredible is
Exactly.
that?
I'm very, very lucky. Very lucky.
Okay, so we're going to go in with some lemon zest just to bring out the freshness. And we're also going to go in, you can cut that in half for me,
Sure.
with some actual lemon juice. Because fish and lemon, obviously, we know goes very well together.
Yes. Here you go.
Okay, thank you so much. You can squeeze it in. Cool. Trying to make me do all the work. Do I look like your wifey? I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll put a little bit of water in and just have that cook down a little bit. And then with the shakshuka, obviously, usually you would crack the eggs inside.
Oh, okay.
This time around, we've got our fried eggs that we'll just serve along with
They are
it.
ready.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now listen, Mzansi, the code is on your screen right now, bottom right of your screen, it should be. And all you have to do is open your phone, scan it on over, and it will take you exactly to this recipe for your tinned fish. And I really want to know if it is approved by Don. I mean, I spoke to Graham a bit earlier, and he says you might be the scariest man in South Africa. People do not want to cross your path at all at any given point. Is it too early for you to eat?
No, not at
Okay,
all.
you gotta try it. You've gotta try it. Okay, I'll give you a fork.
Awesome.
And then, I'll give you a spoon actually. And then you can go ahead and let us know out of 10, Don. You know what? Yeah, try my one.
Can I try yours? Here we
Yes,
go.
please.
Okay.
A nice little bit of pilchards there. Out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Okay, this is amazing. This is the closest to championship that I will ever get in the kitchen with a champion. So thank you very much, Mzansi, for coming to our show. I'm kidding. We'll be back with more Feel Good straight after this. South Africa, it's time to fuel your wanderlust because Shell is giving you and a partner of your choice the chance to win the ultimate South African road trip experience.
That's right. With Shell V-Power, 5 lucky couples will win a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and track experience. And entering couldn't be easier. Simply spend 750 Rand or more, tap or scan your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month, and you're in the running.
Oh, so please start those engines and let Shell V-Power take you places you'll never forget. T's and C's apply. Find them all at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, it's just gone 7 o'clock. With 1 hour wrapped up, let's get into your second one with your national news headlines, where the South African government has launched a series of requests for information, inviting private sector investment and ideas to modernize and grow the country's rail network, aiming for 600 million passenger trips by 2030. Now, the process covers fare collection, depot management, fiber network commercialization, and regional rapid transit solutions. The initiative highlights innovative solutions and operational resilience while encouraging collaboration between government, municipalities, and private partners to build a safer, more efficient, and digitally connected rail system. In other national news, South Africa has been officially removed from the Financial Action Task Force grey list after demonstrating substantial progress in combating money laundering and terrorist financing. Now, since being listed in 2023, the government implemented 22 key reforms, strengthening oversight and enforcement across financial and legal systems. Now, the delisting signals international confidence, improves investor sentiment, and supports credit ratings and cross-border trade. And while celebrating the milestone, authorities stressed the need for continued vigilance against financial crimes. Now, the rand strengthened nearly 0.5% following the announcement. Internationally speaking, Israel says it will decide which foreign troops may join a proposed international force to help secure Gaza under a US-backed plan, maintaining control over its security decisions. Now, the force could include Egypt, Indonesia, and Gulf countries, though participation by Arab states remains uncertain. Now, Israel continues to regulate all access to Gaza after its 2-year conflict with Hamas, while tensions persist over the possible involvement of Turkish forces. Now, US officials stress coordination with Israel, but the final composition of the international force is still being discussed. In other news, Namibia's President Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah has removed Nandongwane Itete as Deputy Prime Minister and Ministry of Industry, Mines and Energy, assuming direct responsibility for the ministry. Now, Itete, appointed in March, remains a member of Parliament. The change aims to ensure continuity and effective coordination within a sector crucial for Namibia's ambitions to begin crude oil production by the year 2030. Now, the country continues to develop its rich natural resources, including uranium and diamonds. No reason was provided for the dismissal. Now, let's close up your 7 o'clock news here, where for 31 years, the Cape Town International Kite Festival has lifted spirits and sparked conversation about mental health across the mother city. Organized by Cape Mental Health, the festival once again transformed the skies above Youngsfield Military Base this past weekend into a breathtaking display of color and creativity, highlighting the importance of support and care for those living with mental health conditions. Now, with millions still lacking access to services, the festival's proceeds go directly towards free mental health programs, offering hope where it's needed most. Now, for families, friends, and participants, each kite in the sky is more than a spectacle. It's a symbol of courage, of resilience, and of community. Nice, heartwarming way to close up your 7 o'clock news. Time now for some sporting highlights.
Let's start with some URC and dive right in with more success for the Stormers. They continue their unbeaten charge of the URC with a commanding win over Benetton to stay top of the table. The Lions, they backed up last week's victory with another confident display at Ellis Park, while the Sharks, they finally found some rhythm down in Durban. It seems like the Springboks clicking in that one. And the Bulls, meanwhile, they ended their tour on a rather disappointing note, a frustrating defeat at the hands of Glasgow, but they can rebuild back on home soil. Now, a bit of a blip on the radar when it comes to the Proteas ladies. Australia absolutely swept aside South Africa by 7 wickets, in fact, in indoor, with leg spinner Lana King queen for a day. She starred through a record-breaking 7 wickets for 18 runs, understandably dismantling the Proteas. I think the total 97 there. So the Aussies, who sealed their place in the semi-finals with the win, chasing the target down in 16.5 overs. So obviously the Proteas will look to bounce back up against England, and that's in this Wednesday's semi-final. Glad we got the loss out the way. We can now focus on moving forward. Now we get back into tennis, and what a year it's been at the top of the standings. Yannick Sinner, our number 2 at the moment, captured his 4th title of the season and 2nd Vienna Open crown. That was after rallying from a set down to defeat Alexander Zverev 3-6, 6-3, 7-5. The world number 2 extending his indoor winning streak to 21 matches and now turns his focus to the Paris Masters next week to end the year on a high. Now let's get back into some English Premiership action from the weekend, and Liverpool's title defence seems to have hit new lows. That was after a 3-2 defeat at the hands of Brentford, now marking a 4th straight league loss, leaving Arne Slot's champions now 6 on the table. On the top, Arsenal went 7 points clear with a 1-0 win over Crystal Palace. Well, Man United, they continued their resurgence of late under Ruben Amorim, beating Brighton 4-2 for their 3rd straight victory. So something for the fans there as well. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. Let's see if the traffic is up and running.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And for now, I think many of you are starting to hit on the road, so let's see how we can serve you in the world of traffic. Now, we're going to move to Midrand, Gauteng, and there's a multi-vehicle accident which has occurred on the N1 southbound after Olifantsfontein Road. Now, the left shoulder is currently closed. Motorists are advised to drive carefully and do expect possible delays in the area. Now, we're going to move to Cape Town now in Century City, and minor delays are currently being experienced as a result of congestion along the N7 South at the N1 inbound ramp. So again, do allow for added travel time and maintain a safe following distance. Anybody heading on the roads, actually, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's find out what's happening in the world of weather. All right, let's see what's happening in the world of weather. And the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms across the escarpments of Mpumalanga and Limpopo, as well as northern KwaZulu-Natal. Now, residents are urged to exercise caution as heavy rainfall may cause localized flooding on vulnerable roads, accompanied by small hail and possible structural damage. Now, meanwhile, Limpopo faces extreme fire danger in the Lepalale local municipality, compounded by soaring temperatures. And authorities advise communities to remain alert, avoid unnecessary travel, and take precautions amid the challenging weather conditions. Well, here's something that I always challenge you to do, and that's to send in a sunrise view. And yep, Mzansi, you all have come through. Look at this shot sent by Musnuna, all the way from Cape Town. Wow, wow, wow. And the drama in the clouds, there's just gravitas here as the sun almost gives that pre-burn before it rises over in the distance over there. I love the silhouette. I love everything about the shades and the hues of orange. I love this picture. Musnuna, man, thank you, thank you, thank you. This is an incredible shot. 20 degrees, that's the maximum temperature you can expect in Cape Town. Starting off to be a little bit chilly, but let's see if it warms up. And especially after that picture, I'm feeling a bit warmed up. So remind them, Zanzi, let's do it all again. The number is 063-036-9649. Share your sunrise view with us because, this is putting a smile on our dial. For now, though, here's another chance to see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town. Enjoy.
we're just easing our way into the week, okay? So I want you to just feed off that energy. Don't create too much expectation, okay? Just ease into it. Now, I'm going to dispel all of that in a very quick hurry right now because there are double the chances to win and double the excitement if you play your daily lotto. Estimated 400,000 Rand sitting in the jackpot today, and then our brand new Daily Lotto Plus has an estimated 1,500 Rand in it today.
Oh my goodness, that's a
not
lot
easing
of
into
money.
anything.
No. Let's actually raise our expectations. The question is, what are you waiting for? Buy your tickets right now in store or head to the website nationallottery.coza, download the mobile app, use your cell phone banking, or head to your keypad and dial these numbers, *120 *7529#, and that USSD will be sent your way.
I don't know, we always coercing you to go over to our Expresso socials to check out the content, but there is a gold mine of amazing stuff to look there, and also these details, so you can go and get yourself educated and then Panda Pusher play your daily lotto for 400,000 Rand estimated in the jackpot today. Daily Lotto Plus 150,000 Rand in the bag.
That's a lot of randellas for you. You got to play now. But listen, as you contemplate your numbers, please stick around right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, because we have to get into introducing you to an incredible individual, Bridget McNulty, all around her new book, which has, of course, inspired our daily question today, and it's called Daily Glimmers.
Oh, I cannot wait to reconnect with her, find out what that glimmer is. We always use the term glimmer of hope. Maybe let that ruminate for just a moment, and we'll connect with you again now.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now listen, on a Monday, sometimes it's a bit tough to get over the hump of the weekend and hit reality that, yes, we have to go back to the goodness. But today is Mental Health Awareness Month, at least in October. And today on this Monday, we're zooming into the smallest moments with the biggest impact. And we're talking about Daily Glimmers. It's Bridget McNulty's new pocket-sized guide to noticing 3-second sparks of joy in everyday life, and now is following its September launch.
Yeah, now the book gathers more than 1,000 simple prompts and practices to shift mood and build resilience. Now, from the commute to the kitchen sink. So Bridget joins us to unpack the idea of glimmers and why they work, and also how to start seeing more of them right now, today.
Yes.
And of course, she's looking absolutely radiating, glimmering and shining in green. Good morning, how are you doing?
Good morning, I'm great. I'm so happy to be here, thank you.
Oh my gosh, you are a glimmer of joy in and of yourself.
yes,
Come
I
on.
love this.
I'm here for it.
I love me a sequin.
I love a sequence on you too. All right, Bridget, let's get into this. For
Yes.
somebody hearing this term for the first time, glimmering or glimmer,
Yeah.
can you break it down and tell us, how does one notice it every single day?
And it's not just your dress, right?
Yeah.
It's not just sequins, it's for people who don't wear sequins too. So glimmers are tiny micro moments of joy. So they're these 3-second slices of joy that regulate your nervous system. And I think that's the really important part. It can be easy when you see someone wearing sequins to think that it's something kind of frothy and silly, but actually glimmers regulate our nervous systems, they calm us down, they give us a pause in every day. And they're often, they're often referenced as the opposite of triggers. So triggers are something that give you like a brief negative response. This is something that gives you a brief positive response.
I like
That's
that.
a great way to frame it.
Yeah.
Include more of those triggers in our lives, or more of those buttons in our lives.
Yeah,
actually.
let's do the glimmer button rather than the trigger button.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So there's something quite cool that I'm trying to like rationalize in my own mind, and I don't know how you would call it, but maybe reference it like micro joys, and you've got thousands of them in the book. Actually, like 1,000 to maybe be specific.
Yeah.
How did you incorporate that actually? Because that's quite a bit of like variation. How did you not repeat yourself? And what was the incentive and the idea behind that actually?
So funnily enough, it came from my previous book, The Grief Handbook, A Guide Through the Worst Days of Your Life.
Sure.
And I included a section in there on slices of joy, and it was the one section that everyone really wanted to talk about.
Okay.
And so then I started writing a list of 1,001 slices of joy and expanded them, and now there's a thought for every day. So that's the idea, that every day there's one small glimmer that you focus on, and it gives you something just to shift your perspective for the day. There was a lot of repetition.
Okay.
Back scratches, cups of tea.
Yes.
But we need that to reinforce consistency as
No,
well. Right?
I just had to get a little more creative.
Yeah.
So now there's a different theme for everyone.
Good.
Can we talk about it in terms of like an example? Do you have something that references exactly that? Because I think the minute Mzansi hears this, they're going to be like, oh, I get it now. This makes sense.
So it was tricky to try and find one example because there's literally
I know, you had to find, like, the best one.
365. Yeah, no, I couldn't find the best one, so I just chose the one for today.
Okay.
So the way the book's set up, also, is it not the most
It is the
beautiful book you have
best.
ever seen?
I am obsessed with the cover alone.
So the way it's set up is that there's different themes for every month you enter depending on the season. So today's, and I just want to say before I start reading it, in case you're thinking that it's something like big and dramatic, we're not looking for extraordinary or wonderful or amazing. We're just looking for, oh, that's quite nice. Like the idea is to have a very low bar for delight. So today's is washing your hair. That slightly gritty, greasy feeling when you know it's time to wash your hair, and that glorious sudsing and washing away of dust and grime, leaving you with squeaky clean hair. One of the fastest routes to feeling better, even if it only lasts a few minutes. Similar glimmers, a fresh towel after a bath or shower, hugging someone you love who you haven't seen for a long time. So it's really like heroing the beautiful ordinary. There are all these tiny little moments in our lives, all of us, no matter who we are, and they're right there, we just aren't used to noticing them.
It really is about the little things.
Yeah.
And I feel like since I've incorporated that into my life, like my baseline has shifted.
Yeah.
Like I'm so much happier because I'm noticing these things that I wouldn't otherwise. Last night, I was dreading washing my hair, I'm not gonna lie. But as soon as I got in the shower, it was a moment of just like self-care, taking care of me. And I was like, yes, this is glorious. This is the glimmer that I need every single day.
I feel you, yeah.
So give us your favorite glimmer. You've mentioned a couple there. I would love to hear from you.
It's so interesting because I think it's helpful to have some that are kind of in your back pocket for days that are hard, because that's the other thing, is that this is often a practice that is necessary when things are hard and difficult.
Inevitably, yeah.
Yeah. So my favorite of every single day, one of my favorites is that first sip of tea in the morning. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's that moment of like pause and calm.
Yeah.
And I think it's so lovely. The way that you start the day often reflects through the rest of the day.
100%.
Sure.
Oh, I love that.
And so would you say that the polarity comes through with regards to the book you wrote previously in terms of allowing this one to kind of shine through, finding those silver linings, finding these moments to be grateful, finding opportunities to practice gratitude, which I think is something quite important in this day and age. I hear it a lot in these conversations of people that are finding ways to overcome and rise up against crazy adversity. So what would you say is that sort of polarity? Is that the fuel for it as well?
So I think it's important to say that this isn't about toxic positivity. It's not about saying like, oh, your life is so hard, but come on, put on a happy face,
Have a
smile
sip
for
of
the
tea.
camera. Yeah.
This is about being real, right?
It's very much about being real. It's about saying, and this is how it relates to the previous book, is that when you're in grief or when life is authentically difficult, you can't reach for excitement and enthusiasm and happiness. That's just, it's too much to ask for because you're feeling so awful.
Sure, yeah.
But there are these tiny moments scattered throughout the day that make you feel just a little bit better for a couple of seconds. They don't fix everything, they don't solve anything, but they make you feel just a little bit better.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when people have been through grief and then they hear that I've written a book about glimmers, they're like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense, because they're kind of the two sides of the same coin.
Right.
Because it's the worst thing that can happen to you, and then the fact that even when the worst thing happens to you, there are these moments every day that provide us with hope and give us just a second's reprieve. in the
Sure,
middle
and
of a
sometimes
hard
those worst things that happen to us are necessary to bring out the best in us.
Yeah.
So
You don't know how
inevitable
strong you
change.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The duality of being and the glimmers in between. We absolutely love to see it. And we don't only get to experience the beauty of this book, but listen, Expresso fam, we of course have something in it for you as well. Now, we're giving away one copy of Daily Glimmers by Miss Bridget over here to one lucky viewer. All you have to do is answer this one question. What tiny glimmer lifted your mood this morning? And I'm sure there are a couple of them. Just pick one and then let us know on our social media pages before 3 p.m. today. Terms and conditions, of course, apply, but you can visit expressoshow.com for more.
So good to see you again, Bridget. Just watching your transformative journey and how you've opened up those doors for the rest of us to follow. We absolutely love you. Thank you so much. I think for me, that glimmer has got to be pouring my energy into my young'uns, my little ones. And I think this is a notion that we understand on scale. When we invest in young minds, we literally shape the future of our nation. And our beautiful Kyle recently joined the amazing ABSA team who get it to celebrate the bright young South Africans who are redefining tomorrow's business landscape. And together with ABSA, the JA South Africa Company Plus program, which is amazing in itself, empowering learners from underserved communities, giving them the skills, the confidence, and of course, the necessary platform to turn ideas into impact. Let's dive in.
My Feel Good family, we are so proud to be joining ABSA at the JA South Africa Company of the Year Awards. And we are celebrating young entrepreneurs who are empowered through the JA Company Plus program. And tonight, together, we are building future-ready leaders and also creating a more sustainable and inclusive economy.
ABSA not only funds the programs that you go through, but they partner with us in this journey. And they continue to look for solutions to build the entrepreneurial ecosystem of the country.
We're so excited to chat to Nonhlanhla Magagula, who is the Head of Corporate Citizenships and Programs at ABSA Group. Tell us a little bit about this partnership between ABSA and JA Company South Africa.
This partnership is about us coming alongside incredibly talented young people. We are saying our youth are talented, and how do we give them the opportunity to showcase what it is that they have. This platform is about us developing skills in our young people, entrepreneurship skills, financial literacy skills, and really seeing their confidence build up as their solution for some of the issues in our country. ABSA believes that it's important for entrepreneurship education to be taught in our schools because we want a generation of young people who are problem solvers. Saying, how do we raise a generation of young people who think and act differently? Because we're saying we are needing to solution for youth unemployment in our country, and we believe that one of the ways is financial inclusion through entrepreneurship. But it first starts with developing an entrepreneurial mindset, and we believe that this program offers us that. What really stood out for me is that they were solutioning for their issues, the real issues that they're facing in their communities. Issues related to access to clean water, issues related to energy and how to power up their own communities. But bottom line is that it was about solutioning the issues that they were facing in their communities. For me, that really stood out.
And the Client Focus Award for 2025 Company of the Year is awarded to Green Pro. Whoa!
Why do you believe that initiatives like this are so important for motivating young entrepreneurs?
From a high school or a learner in school, it is important to acquire all the necessary skills that are going to help you to achieve career or a business. So what JA South Africa does, it gives experiential learning. You do what you are learning hands-on. You go and start a business, you experience difficulties in business, you experience failure in business, you experience fighting with your partners in the business, and you have to find a way to make it through. You are not only just creating entrepreneurial skills, but you're creating leadership, problem solving, and other skills that are very necessary in the world as a whole. This is what this program is about. It gives young people the opportunity to look at their community and say, my community has this issue that needs to be solved. And how do I solve it whilst making money, whilst growing something that is for the greater good of my community?
Are we ready?
And the winner is Greenert.
Come on up, Greenert.
We were inspired by our community. So basically our community was facing a lot of issues, electrical issues like electricity cuts off here and there. And we have educational studies to do. So we came up with a solution to solve that problem that we had in our community. That's how we decided to create the solar pouches.
And I have learned that teamwork gets us to places that we never thought would be before. Like here, now we're going to Nigeria.
As we wrap up the JA South Africa Company of the Year Awards, we celebrate every young entrepreneur who continues to show up to lead and innovate. And as you guys know, ABSA is continuously committed to shaping our youth and creating a world full of possibility.
Oh man, well done, Team Green Africa, all the teams. I think what I loved the most about that was watching those young scientists, those young entrepreneurs being so confident, presenting themselves and their ideas. I absolutely love a strategic network being activated like that. Those are their jobs and they're going to step into them. Here's to building future-ready leaders and driving a more inclusive, sustainable economy, because tomorrow's leaders absolutely deserve to be heard today. I love it.
I said Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
Still more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, I brought our glimmer of hope just for you once again. But you know what? I kind of want you to move around so we can see the glimmer. We can see the glimmer. There you go. I'm obsessed with it. And listen, yes, we still have our book, or her book. Look how I'm claiming it already. And I want to get into the slices of joy no matter what. So this first paragraph to me already set my mind on a different pace. Noticing glimmers and crafting slices of joy doesn't presuppose that everything in your life is peachy. Remember, glimmers are micro moments of nervous system regulation. So if everything was easy, fun and happy all the time, your nervous system wouldn't need regulating. And Ross Gay said it succinctly: joy has nothing to do with ease. Joy has everything to do with the fact that we're all going to die.
Cheery start to the day.
Yeah. And on that note, we'll see you straight after this for some more glimmers of hope.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Monday, and I'm telling you right now, it doesn't feel like anything of it. There's no blueness going around. We're just elevating the mood. And earlier, we defined glimmers. And now I want to take a bit of a page out of this book and make it into a habit. And everything from design choices to daily rhythm. Daily Glimmers is built for tiny wins that add up. Kind of like that thing we call consistency. And Bridget is still with us to show how to weave micro joy into real life without adding unnecessary pressure.
Okay, so let's continue unpacking this. In the ad break, Raul, you actually asked a great question about how does one use this book? Because the structure of it is set up a little bit differently. And in our busy lives, like you said, you want just like bite sizes to get us through. So if I bought this, how am I using it?
So you can read it any way you like. I'm not going to tell you how you have to read your book, but the intention with it is that I'd read so many books that changed my life, and then a month or two later, I was like, what was it exactly that changed my life? And so I wanted this to be different in that the intention is that it sits by your bedside, it sits on your desk, and you read one of the paragraphs a day. They're super short. It'll take you 2 or 3 minutes while you're having a cup of tea or coffee, and we specifically made it so beautiful so that you would want it to be on display. Like, this isn't a book you need on a Kindle, this is something you want in real life. And what happens is that as you build this habit with this consistency, you read a glimmer in the morning instead of reading the news, and it sets your intention up for the day, and it sets your attention up for the day to be able to notice things differently. And these are tiny little micro changes. It's not that you're suddenly gonna like burst into song mid-morning. It's that the glimmers are all around you anyway. Our lives are filled with them, but we're so busy and we're on our phones all the time that we don't notice. And if you just prime your attention to starting to look for glimmers, you'll see that they're actually all around you, and your life is much more beautiful than you thought.
Oh, that's so cool. So we actually enticed Mzansi to look around for their own glimmers and mention it to us. And we asked the question this morning about what were some of the moments that recently reminded you that life can be soft and beautiful, and what were some of those glimmers? And we've got some crazy comments that we wanted to share with you, Bridget, just to show you the impact of this thought and this intention. So Namabana comes through, and this is a top fan of ours. I had a beautiful moment recently when I was out in nature. It reminded me of how life can be soft and beautiful. It's amazing how those tiny moments can make such a big difference in our lives. Nama.
Love that.
A girl after your own heart. I love that. Roxy, what do you have to say? She basically said that I recently took my youngest daughter to a play area, and I was watching her from the window, and I witnessed her being kind to the next kid who was struggling. That made me smile. She is literally just 7 years old. That's coming from a proud mama. Oh, Roxy.
I love it. We've got more comments coming through. We've got Tokozani TK Piri says, good morning, team. The moment that reminded me that life can be soft and beautiful is always when I look at my daughter.
Love
come on now.
And my heart is custard right now. Sue also says, good morning, family. Definitely tiny hugs and kisses from my small people. They give you hugs to your very soul, and that moment you realize God is always, always in control.
Hey, maybe we should get kids, huh?
I think that's next on the agenda. My goodness. All right.
But not only if you have kids. Plenty of glimmers if you don't have kids too, I promise.
No, and this is something I wanted to talk about as well, is the fact that you allowed us kids as well. And for me, I feel like a kid sometimes when I read a book, because I've been traumatized by words in school and in varsity. Honestly. So I love the fact that you have included things like these drawings and line diagrams, which make it so much easier to engage and process information that sometimes words can't express. Was this intentional, though?
Very intentional. So when I published the book in the UK first, and then in South Africa, it's published by Penguin in South Africa. And in my contract, I said that the illustrator had to be Lauren Fowler. She's a Cape Town illustrator. She's amazing.
Oh, kudos, nice.
But like, look how beautiful. The actual book.
Yeah, show it to our camera here,
The actual book is so beautiful. One of them is like a new pair of socks.
I love
There are so many tiny little moments that we feel in life. And I think it helps to have pictures. I also think it helps to have short, snippety things. So this isn't a book that you have to read cover to cover. It's something that you can read for 2 minutes a day. And I think it's also a really lovely gift for people that you don't know what to give, like teachers, mothers-in-law, that weird secret Santa where you're supposed to bring something for like 17 different people and you don't know what everyone will like. Because there is something that everyone can find in it.
love that,
Amazing.
yeah.
I just feel like right now there is somebody at home sitting there going, okay, I need a bit of assistance. I'm in a bit of a bad spot. It is actually a Blue Monday. And maybe I do need those 2 minutes, those 3 seconds, that glimmer to make me feel a little bit better. So where do they begin?
So I think what's super helpful, I have 2 pieces of advice. The one is put down your phone and start noticing. So the things are all around us. They're all around us all the time. It's just that we aren't noticing them. And it can be as minor as someone smiling at you as your cars pass when you're sitting in traffic. Or it can be as minor as like a hug from someone you love, as so many people have said, the light slanting through the trees. And we don't notice these because they're not important. And they're not important, except that if you combine them all together, these tiny micro moments of nervous system regulation, it's a mental health coping method. But it's a mental health coping method that doesn't add anything to your to-do list, doesn't cost anything, you don't have to learn a new skill, you can just open your eyes. So my first advice would be just open your eyes, and often that means putting down your phone. And then my second would be, if you can, start a one good thing a day practice. So my family and I at dinner, we go around the table and everyone talks about one good thing that happened to them that day. And it can be the tiniest possible thing. If you don't eat with people, you can write it down. But it makes you accountable. You know that at the end of the day, you have to say something good that happened. And so throughout the day, you're on the lookout. But I really think like lowering our bar for delight is the way to go.
Oh, this is beautiful. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you so much for enriching us with these glimmers and reminding us how much we have to celebrate right now. And I think it's a practice that we can do right now. I mean, even for me to say to you, G-Man, I'm grateful for the glimmer that I get to work with someone that is probably the best presenter in our country.
That
the
part.
most experienced, the most talented, the most humble, and someone that I'm absolutely inspired by as a man. That's for you, G.
Who are you talking about, dude? Who are you talking about, man? No, I'm just going to take it all, bro. I'm going to receive it all because that's the energy matrix in this place. Maybe think about how you can be that energy for someone else. We are so blessed to plug into that energy matrix every day, and I get so much. So thank you so much. Hopefully we can be that for you today. Maybe that glimmer comes when you tackle a big job and get it done. Step in the Plascon Handy Heroes. And today we are at Al's Hardware in Reimsig in Johannesburg to find out why Plascon Double Velvet tops their list bar none, revealing their pro secret to a perfect paint pour without the mess. Yes, let's take a look.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Al's Hardware in Reimsig in the West Rand.
Al's Hardware is a national retail hardware group with a new mega store in Reimsig. It's your one-stop destination store for all your paint, building supplies, tools, and gardening needs. We're proud of our personal service to our customers. Our staff are hands-on, knowledgeable, and would like to just help our customers finish their projects the right way. Our customers range from your contractors to builders to DIY enthusiasts. We'd like to invite anyone who values good service, great price, and good advice. At Al's Hardware, we combine the greatest products with the best expert advice. Customers don't leave with just paint or tools, they leave with knowing exactly how to do their project.
I love Plascon because of the quality, durability, and the color that they provide for the customers. My favorite Plascon is Double Velvet. Reason being is because it's washable and it's quality. My DIY tip is when pouring your paint, create a V shape with your masking tape. So you pour the paint out, it will go straight rather than splashing over the tray. When it comes to paint, come to Al's Hardware in Reimsig.
Today's handy heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Well, maybe that fresh gleam of paint is what gives you your daily glimmer. And a little bit earlier, we were chatting to Bridget about her incredible journey. Yes, but this opportunity for us to find these little glimmers everywhere. But let's give you the roadmap yourself. We're going to give you the opportunity to reset yourself and win a copy of Daily Glimmers by the incredible Bridget McNulty. And that's just one lucky viewer. So this is how you get there. To enter, you've got to tell us this. What tiny glimmer lifted your mood this morning. Let's make it now. Let's make it real. Enter on our social pages before 3 p.m. today, and you might just be winning a beautiful self-help manual, I think, to kickstart your next chapter. And we are going to be kickstarting our fish chapter this morning with something beautiful. It's a sardine and lemon linguine.
Never thought you could do this one, eh?
Hey, buddy, I'm loving this because it's going to take us all of about 30 seconds to make.
And I'm loving it because, like, the only experience I have with sardines is on toast, bro.
You know.
So I'm ready to get elevated in my sardine game.
I'm boarding school, so whenever things like bully beef, sardines, that sort of stuff goes through one gateway for me. So we're going to transform.
Way back, bro.
So can you pop that on?
Yes, let's do this, man.
And then we're going to start working through some basic ingredients.
What's the game plan?
We've got our garlic, which we have sliced up.
That's new, interesting.
And don't hold back, because we do love our garlic. I'm not going to use all of our chili flakes. Absolutely love a little bit of heat in the smoked chili flakes. It's not too hot, but I think you're going to feel it. And then, of course, our sardines. We're just going to get, and they've got a lovely oil that comes with them as well.
You want these oils, bro. Good omegas. These are great for your joints. They're the good kind of fats that you want in life. So you absolutely want to get this packed in. And especially when we're looking at combining something like this with what we did earlier, which looks incredible, that little sort of a egg shakshuka vibe, which is something I love, the moisture, the texture. And this is I would say, like, the next course in your daily meals. We've got like that breakfast sorted, and now we're moving to like a nice lunch vibe.
Don's on 6 eggs in a sitting.
Is he?
What would your protein match for the day?
So, I mean, that's great to know that someone is fueling correctly. And you know how much I feel about eggs. I love them. It's a superfood. I'm only on like 5, so I need to step mine up a bit and get to Don's level if I want to get as hard as him,
He
bro.
has been fighting over the weekend, so, you know.
But this is what it's about, man, and especially for guys like us that are the protein fiends that are trying to find it in every meal we can. I love how you can get a good protein like sardines into a meal with this one.
And an affordable protein.
Absolutely,
Let's
bro.
be honest here. Okay, so I'm going to add some of our pasta water, which I remember Danilo saying when he came on, just how important, like to a nonna, an Italian mama, this is pure gold.
It is indeed,
and
bro.
that's going to thicken our sauce.
You were showing off with these Italian ways.
And I'm going to turn you even lower, and I'm going to add in our linguine.
So is this cooked already?
This is it, dude.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask you to please give us some zest, chop it in half, and
straight into
some
that.
lemon in there.
All right.
And then we are winning at life.
Okay, man.
It's literally, it's not even cooking, it's compiling. I think you are compiling this menu.
Okay, so let me give you some of this.
We're going to let those juices just do their thing, man.
I love this meal because, man, you don't need a lot to put it together, really. Like, if you're a normal person, you generally have like some cans of something stored away. You got the beans, you got some mixed veg, you got those emergency pantry staples. I think everybody has a can of sardines in their cupboard somewhere. And now there's a reason to pull it out, you know?
Well, it might have been there a lot longer than you think. So maybe it's a chance to go into an audit of your spice cabinet, and then we get some beautiful lemon in there.
Got a pip in there, just be careful.
It's all right, man. It just all adds to the flavor. But I love that. It's zesty. It's got a bit of a kick. I would probably put even more heat in there. And it's got your protein, and it's super simple.
And man, ticking all the boxes of the macros. Protein, fats, and carbs. Come get it. It's fresh. It's got that zesty vibe from our lemon as well. And after the incredible breakfast that we put together, lunch is now a box being ticked that you are going to absolutely love. Here, let me get a... Oh, yeah, bro. That gives me, like, elevated seafood feels, to be honest. And we're just using pilchards here.
I think this lemon garlic
nice.
combo, you could even throw a bit of butter in there if you want to kind of richen it up a little bit.
A creaminess to it. But I love this. It's giving fresh. It's giving zesty. It's giving me like feelings of an island somewhere. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't say Greek, so to speak, but it's doing something cool here. What did you say? Mozambique?
Yeah, some Zanzibar.
Ooh,
just walking down a beautiful beach, and you just catch the scent, and you just saunter over. It looks absolutely
amazing. Shall we tuck in, bro? I know you might be fasting, so I'm going to just steal a fork and do the honors here. Make sure I get some of that zest in.
Yeah, no, I'm going, funnily enough, on a day where we are cooking with everything but I'm going to go hard protein fasting this week to reset. How's that? Hey? Would you add anything? Would you subtract anything?
Bro, you said you're going to add more heat to it. I think it's perfect. I feel it. But it's a nice kind of heat, bro.
I think we are losing some of our gold
to this meal. It's adding somewhat of like a real seafood extravaganza here. So You want to show off to your guests as well and give them that sort of seafood ocean experience? This right here is the perfect lunchtime or even supper time treat, man. Well done. This is easy.
I love that. Super easy to make. Scan the QR code, cook along. If yours looks better than ours, prove it. We want to see photos. Enjoy. Very, very nice.
Oh, that was good, man.
Yoshe is in the house. The sound checks have been absolutely amazing. We cannot wait to connect with this superstar.
Berkfield High School's finest has arrived.
Get inspired by colour and stand to win. Plascon is giving away R2,000 cash every Wednesday, and you could be our next lucky winner. All you need to do is follow Plascon South Africa on social media. Then head to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, Instagram, or X and tell us which of Plascon's handmade colour wheels is your favourite. Don't forget to include hashtag Plascon Colour Forecast 2026 in your entry. T's and C's apply. See expressoshow.com for more. Plascon, make your own world.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh man, the rumors are true. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and thank you so much for tuning in and joining us on this gorgeous Monday. Now listen, the entertainment box is still sitting there waiting to be ticked, and this morning we've got the perfect fit. We're talking about Yoshe, a singer-songwriter from Cape Town, stepping into a new era with his latest EP. It's called Beautiful Disappointment, inviting listeners into his world as both a father, a husband, and an artist. So before we get to know the man behind the music, let's have a look at this.
Sometimes I feel homesick. Without you, I feel weak. You check your messages, but don't get the message. And you kept on caring and kept us together like oceans. My liquid
guys in that video as well. Please help me in giving him a feel-good welcome. Come on, everybody.
Morning.
Wow.
Morning.
I'm not going to lie, that's the biggest applause we've ever had on the show.
I have that effect on
But
people.
you did also say you are like Beyonce, but you're Shay.
I feel like that's gonna, either now I have to live up to that.
Are you not already?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I hope so.
You hope so. No, well, let's talk about the music. Beautiful disappointment. Yes. A nice little contradiction there as well. And I think it does explore the paradox of love and also loss and life. So tell me a little bit more about what inspired you to frame it in this particular way and what is it all about?
I'm gonna do my best to
Please
answer as
do.
quick as possible.
Take your
and
time.
concise. Yeah, but I got overtime, eh? I only figured out the name for the EP like maybe 3 or 4 weeks before.
Wow.
And it came about because something must have happened. And instead of looking at this thing that was obviously disappointing as doom and gloom, I was like life's beautiful because of that.
Sure.
And then got into the topic of how small life is and how short we are. And it's disappointing that it ends, but that's also what makes it beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you go into the conversation of, oh, well, why are we here? And if we are just passing here, right, then what do we do when we're here? And so for me, it's kind of been everything about creating the EP, writing music. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, working with people. It's like, what is the best use of who I am as a human in that moment? And so in my short little time, it's about giving.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's filling the time that I have here with whatever gift I have and just giving rather than taking. And it's like, it'll hurt.
Yeah.
And my friend Chioma, a great actress, she doesn't like the idea that life is, you know, you don't have to experience bad things to experience joy.
Right.
The reality is that you will.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, it's like, what do you do with that?
Yeah.
It's like, well, it's beautiful. You know, you move on from it. You get blemished, you get scars. And so the name makes a sense in life, I think, you know.
I mean, it's fine. Let's forget Beyonce. We've got your share. That's all we need right now. That was really beautiful. And I think Raul also said that a bit earlier about it's inevitable, right? The hurt is inevitable. Therefore, it's how you reframe it, how you gain perspective from it and keep it moving, and how you can appreciate it at the end of the day. The glimmers that we spoke about with
You love your
Bridget.
pain, eh?
We're getting there. We're getting there. 3 therapy sessions later and we'll be there. But let's talk a little bit more about your journey with Grassy Spark. It might be where a lot of people recognize you from.
Yes,
and
my
I know
boys.
that you guys...
Shout out.
Shout out to the boys.
Yes.
I know you guys are still doing that, but you're also pursuing your solo career.
Yes.
So how do you do that? How do you balance it all? How do you pursue both?
I was thinking about this recently. I don't have a choice.
Okay.
So, and that like applies to everything in life. Obviously, it's hectic being a parent, being a creative, having a full-time-ish job, working in television and ads, pursuing a career in acting. And I shooting a music video on Friday, and I was working with my amazing dancer friend, Lauren Sukul. And I was just like, we don't have a choice but to do it. I don't have a choice but to be the best version of myself for my family.
Yeah.
I don't have a choice but to give the best version of myself to this thing that I love. And whether I do it in front of people in the world and go, hey guys, look at me, I'm a musician or not, I'm gonna do it anyway. So why not give that to people rather than take? So it's like, for me, like the tension of being a human and especially an artist is you wanna give something, but it's like you're expecting something in return. So the process of the work for me is like, I just wanna give it. Like even with the guys I'm working with, I'm like, look guys, this is very small, we're starting fresh. But I'm not, everything I do comes back into what we do. Like, I don't want to make money from this. I do. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, it needs to come back in so that the output that I give is just more and more. And I think that's like the message. We're living in a world of me, right? We're living in a world of take. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. And I can know when I'm doing it. I know when I'm trying to reach out and do something for somebody else. To get that validation. And a part of the work is moving away from a love for validation and into loving the validation of your love for other people and doing things for them.
That's beautiful. It's also just an act of service, which is what I'm getting from you today.
Yeah.
That you are obeying the calling and saying, you know what, yes, I'm a vessel, use me in the way that you need to. And the fact that you are just balancing being a dad, being a husband, being a musician and artist. And yes, we've seen you in ads as well, and we can't wait for your Netflix show. We are manifesting it right now. We want to see you on our big and small screens, Yoshi, okay?
Yes, please.
In every capacity. That is beautiful, and we can't wait to get into your music a little bit later.
There you go.
Very much excited for that. For now, though, from one gent to other gents who may just also be rivaling Beyonce. Let's have a look at this.
Well, firstly, thanks for saying that. That was an elevated conversation. Hey, I feel like I haven't earned the right to understand
We'll
what they're
get there,
talking
G.
about.
We'll get there. We'll get
Just
there.
a few more evolutions, man. I absolutely love that. What a genuine article. Cannot wait for you to hear the performance. But I am still buzzing over last Friday's show. Why? Because the sky wasn't even the limit, okay? It's now going into the final week of the World Sports Betting Cash Out game. So please, hold steady, hold your nerve, and cash out smart, and don't let your winnings fly off into the sunset.
Yep.
Mpai got it right.
That was so cool, man. Mpai actually walked away with 8,072 Rand last Friday. This is probably the biggest number I've seen in this game so far, right?
72 Rand, I love that. I love that you got a 2 Rand
Just the extra.
on top.
Yeah, man, but every bit counts. And obviously you now stand a chance to be our last on-air pilot happening this Friday. And this is obviously where you could be winning between 1,000 and 10,000 Rand if you cash out in time. And of course, you simply have to reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us the following. So you cashed out and won big. What's the first thing you do with your winnings?
Oh, don't get ahead of yourself. And of course, don't forget that qualifying hashtag World Sports Betting in your comments so we know what it's about. This week's competition closes at 10 a.m. this coming Thursday. That's the 30th of October. We're going to get a lot of entries for this one, so make yours absolutely brilliant. You can find T's and C's at expressoshow.com. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, what's happening? Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. And what an incredible few hours we've had already, talking about inspiration, great conversation, and lots of opportunities to win. But right now, it's just about to go on the hour, which is perfect timing for our last round of official duties. Now, starting on national fronts, President Cyril Ramaphosa concluded his visit to Malaysia, attending the ASEAN Summit and meeting industry leaders to promote South Africa as a reliable investment partner. Now, the summit brought together influential global leaders, including the US president, offering an opportunity to strengthen trade and investment relations. Now, Ramaphosa also highlighted South Africa's preparedness to host the upcoming G20 summit in November, with several ASEAN members expected to attend. Now, the trip reinforces the country's strategic position in Africa while showcasing its commitment to global economic engagement and multilateral cooperation. Well, next up on national fronts, the South African government has launched a series of requests for information inviting private sector investment and ideas to modernize and grow the country's rail network, aiming for 600 million passenger trips by 2030. Now, the process covers fare collection, depot management, fiber network commercialization, as well as regional rapid transit solutions. And the initiative highlights innovative solutions and operational resilience, while encouraging collaboration between government, municipalities, and private partners to build a safer, more efficient, and digitally connected rail system. Well, we move to international headlines next, and former Madagascan President Andry Rajoelina, removed in a recent coup, has been stripped of his citizenship by the new government. Now, having acquired French nationality a decade ago, he faced controversy during the 2023 presidential election, which he won before fleeing amid protests over power and water shortages. Now, the military takeover followed weeks of demonstrations, culminating in his ousting. And the new regime has been sworn in under Prime Minister Herinsalama Rajaonarimamela, pledging to hold elections within the 2 years. Now, Rajoelina's current whereabouts remain unknown. Now, next up, Israel says it will decide which foreign troops may join a proposed international force, and that's to help secure Gaza under a US-backed plan, maintaining control over its security decisions. Now, the force could include Egypt, Indonesia, and Gulf countries, though participation by Arab states remains uncertain. Now, Israel continues to regulate all access to Gaza after its 2-year conflict with Hamas, while tensions persist over the possible involvement of Turkish forces. Now, US officials stress coordination with Israel, but the final composition of the international force is still being discussed. Now, to round up this dose of headlines, we take it to the inspirational fronts with South Africa's own Emmy Award winner Tyler, who has done it again, serving looks, lyrics, and luxury with a brand new single, Chanel. Now, after weeks of teasing, the track and its glossy video finally dropped, directed by Aaron Moreno, who also shot her award-winning Push to Start. And dressed in vintage Chanel, from a 1991 quilted bomber jacket to that iconic 2013 hula hoop bag, Tyler proves she has been born to capture and also couture all these moments. And she even shows off her rap skills, spitting her own verse with swagger. Now, to top it off, she hosted a chic LA brunch for 25 women, gifting them Chanel mirrors and celebrating self-love, sisterhood, and seriously good taste. Tyler doesn't stop, and we are continuing to celebrate all her magic. For now, though, let's continue with the magic lost time in the world of sport. And here's G-Man with the latest.
All right, let's wrap up a busy weekend on the rugby front. Stormers continuing their unbeaten charge, in fact, in the URC, with a commanding win over Benetton to stay top of the table. Then the Lions, they backed up last week's victory with another confident and impressive display in front of their home fans at Ellis Park. Well, the Sharks finally found some rhythm down in Durban. And, of course, the Bulls, they ended their tour on a rather disappointing note with a defeat at the hands of Glasgow. Rather frustrating, but they'll be back in the fortress pretty soon. Now let's get into cricket, and a loss hopefully we can sweep under the carpet pretty quickly. Australia literally swept aside South Africa by 7 wickets in indoor, with leg spinner Alana King, the Queen, starring through a record-breaking 7 wickets for 18 runs, understandably dismantling the Proteas. Their total there just 97. So the Aussies, who sealed their place in the semi-finals with that win, chased the target down in 16.5 overs. So we can move swiftly on. The Proteas will be bouncing back up against England, and that's in this Wednesday's semi-final. And I think this is the great draw for us as well. Now we get into tennis, and Jannik Sinner capturing his 4th title of the season and 2nd Vienna Open crown after rallying from a set down to defeat Alexander Zverev 3-6, 6-3, 7-5. The world number 2 extending his indoor winning streak to 21 matches now, and he can now turn his focus to the Paris Masters next week and maintain that form. Well, speaking of form, let's address a dip in form for Liverpool. Their title defence hit new lows after a 3-2 defeat at the hands of Brentford over the weekend, marking now a 4th straight league loss, leaving Arne Slot's champions in 6th on the table. Conversely, Arsenal went 7 points clear at the top of the table with a 1-0 win over Crystal Palace, while Man United, they continued their resurgence under Ruben Amorim, beating Brighton impressively 4-2 for a 3rd straight victory now. So some hope for the fans. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Another big thank you to Don Madge, victorious of the weekend in Fight Island. So good to have him in studio. Nothing but the best to him and Maddie Leshing out of Mad Fit. But that's where we leave our sport for this Monday morning. Let's catch up on the roads.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Let's have a final look at your roads. Out in Strandfontein, Cape Town, my home grounds, heavy congestion is being reported on the N2 outbound, and that's at the Baden-Powell Drive interchange. Now, if you're headed that way, expect some delays in the area, and motorists in general are advised to consider alternative routes and allow extra travel time if you do hear anything on the roads. But wherever you're headed, remember to always stay alert and, of course, arrive alive on this Monday. That wraps up your roads. Let's check out your weather. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms, and that's across the escarpments of Mpumalanga and Limpopo, as well as northern KwaZulu-Natal. Now, residents are urged to exercise caution as heavy rainfall may cause localized flooding on vulnerable roads, accompanied by small hail and possible structural damage. Meanwhile, Limpopo faces extremely high fire danger in the Lepalapala local municipality, compounded by soaring temperatures. Authorities advise communities to remain alert, avoid unnecessary travel, and take precautions amid the challenging weather conditions. And all of that brings us into our sunrise view of the hour, and I've been looking forward to this one. Straight out of Hout Bay in the Mother City is Tacey with this gorgeous, gorgeous morning view. I love the fact that the sky is just illuminated around all the beautiful trees that just say good morning to you, Tacey, and everybody else out in Cape Town. Not a hot day in the Mother City. 16 degrees is what you can expect on your part, but we wish you a blessed and beautiful day regardless. And another reminder to you, Mzansi, on that number 063-036-9649. That's how you send your pictures through. Make sure it's HD, okay? And we will accept and look at that for the rest of the week. For now, let's get into your temperatures for the rest of this Monday. Nice moderate day across the country, and right now we want to double the excitement on your part by playing with Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand jackpot and the new Daily Lotto Plus, and that one is for an estimated 150,000 Rand jackpot. And it all goes down today.
It's a lot of money, yeah?
I don't know why I act surprised. Like, I haven't heard it before. I do actually know that that's how much money can be won today, but it's a lot of money, and that'll turn our Monday around. So what are you waiting for? Go and get those tickets. Do it in-store when they open, nationallottery.co.za. Online, obviously, their mobile app is great. You can use your own cell phone banking app. Will generally have a little drop-down, or just dial *120 *7529# and follow the prompts. Easy.
Yeah, and we also put these details on our Expresso social media pages, so go check it out right now. And partner push and play the Daily Lotto for an estimated 400,000 Rand in jackpots, all happening today. It's the new Daily Lotto as well for an estimated 150,000 Rand in jackpots today. So you could be double your winning chances, but only if you play now.
Oh my gosh, and I want to hit play on our Beyonce that's in our midst today. Your share is still here, and we can't wait for the performance coming up really soon. It's called Oceans.
Oh, perfect for today, seeing that Muses is absolutely cooking. So I'm sure his music is going to be exactly the same. It's going to cook, y'all.
I'm surprised you don't have your wetsuit on halfway already.
On the year, but almost there, almost there.
Guaranteed. We'll see you now.
I said yeah!
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now, for thousands of South Africans, not having a matric certificate can actually feel like a locked door, blocking access to stable work, higher education, and lifelong ambitions. But UCT Online High School's Adult Matric Preparation Program is turning that story around and giving people the chance to rewrite subjects, complete their studies, and of course, step into fresh opportunities. Which is why we've got Lauren Viljoen joining us on the couch this morning from the UCT Online High School Adult Matric team. So welcome, Lauren, and thank you so much for being here. You're doing such incredible work, and I really want to delve into it. But before we get started, there may be some viewers that are hearing about this for the first time. So if you can break down for us, what is the UCT Online High School Adult Matric Preparation Program, and most importantly, who is it serving?
So the UCT Online High School Adult Matric Preparation Program is designed for adults that are 21 years and older. And, if they weren't able to or weren't given the opportunity to be awarded their matric qualification. And it's also open to those who have an existing matric qualification that maybe want to rewrite subjects or improve their marks. So essentially, our program focuses on the preparation part, where we provide adult learners with the necessary course content that they need in order to successfully go and write those senior certificate examinations with the Department of Basic Education. And our program is 100% online, so it's accessible anywhere, and learners can sort of tailor it to their time, their schedule as well. It's also quite flexible in the sense that we offer a subscription model, so learners can pause and resume as necessary, as we do understand that life can be unpredictable as well. And then something that's also great is that learners can take between 1 and 6 subjects, so they can choose how many subjects they'd like to prepare with us, and then they will go off and they will register and they will write those senior certificate examinations directly with the DBE. We also have a dedicated support team, so we have support advisors and we have technical support officers that will guide and support the learners to make sure that they have what they need in this online environment as they successfully prepare for this big milestone and for this big goal that they're working towards.
That's incredible. I mean, speak about a second chance, a second opportunity for so many of the learners that we've seen pass through the system. So tell me a bit more about your role. I'm really curious about you being an adult matric support advisor. I mean, what part do you play to ensuring that, the matriculants really succeed?
So as a support advisor, I will walk alongside the learners in this journey. Doing your matric, it can be really daunting. So we like to also focus that they have guidance and support in that preparation journey leading up to this big milestone as well. So, whether it be helping them navigate platforms, answering any administrative questions, or simply just offering them motivation and encouragement when things feel challenging. And just to sort of be a gentle reminder that they're not alone in this journey as well.
Beautiful work. So what kind of impact have you seen this program, and I'm sure there's a lot to be talking about here, make in the lives of those adults that really go through it and take the opportunity?
Yes, so I've seen this program make such a difference in our learners' lives, from boosting confidence, that empowerment feeling that they have doing the program, working towards their senior certificates. And, things like also paving the way for tertiary education. We have a lot of learners that would like to further their studies in tertiary education, and also opening those doors for job opportunities as well, or like better job opportunities. And last but certainly not least is how these adult learners become role models in their communities and their families, and showing others that it's never too late to learn, to grow, and to really reach for those goals that you've set for yourself.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for that beautiful insight, and of course for the opportunities. But right now, that's where we wrap in Cape Town. So let's head over to Kutle out in Johannesburg, who's joined by some of UCT Online High School's learners, proving that with UCT OHS, big dreams and brighter futures are within reach.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Education truly is the key that opens the doors to new opportunities. And let me tell you something, doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what age and stage in life, it's never too late to rewrite the chapters that you thought were once closed, and of course, invest in your future. And so many adults across South Africa are living proof of just that through the UCT Online High School's Matric program. And this morning, we are joined by two incredible ladies who are living proof of this fantastic journey. I'm talking about Javeshni Ramaya and Tony Saint Truth. Ladies, Very warm welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Tony, I'm going to start with you. Can you please take us back to why you decided to walk this journey?
Sure. So just a synopsis, I basically dropped out of school when I was 16 years old. I was given the choice to, and when you're 16, you don't necessarily understand the value of a matric certificate. You just want to hurry up and start your adult life. And I had this label of being a high school dropout on me for most of my adult life, and also a little bit of shame. It was that secret thing, like you don't want to tell people, especially like, for example, if you're on a date and someone says he likes someone who has an education and you're just like, I have to disqualify myself because this isn't going to work out. And also like just that shame of like being a high school dropout. And I decided that I didn't want that label to be on me anymore, and I wanted to change my story.
Thank you so much, Tony, for sharing that with us, because it's so easy to overlook the impact that, you know, dropping out of high school really has on other aspects of our lives, because who knew it would affect dating, right, as well, but also for your own personal self-development, right?
Definitely.
Ma'am, you are balancing school as well as other responsibilities. That must not be easy. How do you believe or feel that the online learning model made balancing your commitments a little easier for you to manage?
I do feel like it's flexible because you don't have certain times that you need to log on. So you can log on at any time that you feel that you want to. And also I do have a kid. So it's like taking her to school in the morning, and while she's at school, I have time to go through my work and study online. And then I have my weekends as well, where I can read through everything and understand what I'm doing.
So would you say that also this model supports you guys to live your lives as fully as possible while balancing, you know, school?
Sure, I do believe so.
That's beautiful. Now, Tony, just to go back, right, why would you encourage other adults who are watching right now, who probably are also feeling the same stigma or, for a lack of a better word, embarrassment from choosing to drop out, right? And to say, hey, look, it doesn't matter where you are, what stage you are in life, but this is why it's important for you to go back and obtain your matric certificate.
I would say that it is never too late to change your story, that you need to fight for yourself, that you may not necessarily have the life that you would have chosen, but you can have the life that you can fight for. And that journey may look different. You may need to adjust your lifestyle. You may need to be realistic about what you can handle and your goals. Just take it one day at a time, adjust your schedule. And at the heart of why I believe in going back to school is that you have to fight for yourself. You have to fight for your dreams, because your dreams are valid too. And for me, a matric certificate is like a passport. It gives you access to knowledge. It gives you access to opportunities. And fighting for that quote-unquote passport is worth it.
I love how you painted that picture for all of us, right? Because sometimes we look at the bigger picture and it gets overwhelming, but it's a matter of just starting. You are on this journey right now and it's going incredibly well. Javeshni, I have to ask, after you finish this program, what doors do you hope this will open up for you?
I hope it will open up more doors that I'm passionate about, like going into law and pursuing my career, because I feel like law is for me.
I mean, I would love for you to advocate for me, honey, when you're done with that law degree. I love it. And Tony, for yourself?
At the moment, I'm not sure, but I do know that I want to live my life in service of people, and however way, shape or form to help people, and to use my story. I think that is the goal of my purpose, is to use my story to help people. That is what I want to do with my life.
That is absolutely stunning. Ladies, thank you so, so much for being here and being an inspiration to Abantu Balapha Mzansi South Africans who are currently watching you guys and seeing you being beautiful and thriving and having goals and a refreshed perspective on life. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Bantu Basekhaya, you heard it right here first on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, the importance of obtaining your matric certificate. It's never too late to rewrite your story. It's never too late to change your life. If you are inspired right now and you are sitting at home and you feel like you are inspired to really take the step, do the right thing and head on over to uctonlinehighschool.com, because education has no expiry date and it's never too late for you to finish what you started.
Ah, beautiful stuff, Kukle. Thank you so much. But for now, it's time to move to a young superstar. No, it's not Bruno Mars. No, it ain't Anderson .Paak. We're talking about Yoshe. Take it to the stage right now to perform. Stage is yours, bro. Let's go.
Yo, my name is Yoshe, and this song's called Oceans.
Seems I wish you understood about me, mostly about the old me. I wouldn't lie to you. Yeah. Sometimes I feel homesick. Without you, I feel weak. You check your messages, but don't get the message. You kept on caring and kept us together like oceans, my liquid blue. Emotions make dreams come true. And I'll never let you go. I want you to know that fight online again. It's play pretend like nothing's gone wrong. Pretend like we can go on a ride. I admit it, I've been outside. You know that I'll make it right. You doubt it, but you know about it. And you still let me love you good with all you could, no matter the weather or stuff the mood. Yeah, you kept on caring and kept us together like oceans, my liquid blue. Emotions make dreams come true. With you and I never let you go. I want you to know that I need you, girl. I need your love. I want you, girl. I want your love. I need you, girl. I need your love. Need your love.
Yeah, bro, that was incredible, man. Listen, I gotta ask you a question. I'll put you on the spot. Like, I can't figure out where the timeline is in terms of this magic. Is it 70s? Is it 80s, 90s? How would you describe this, bro?
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know.
It's
It
the
all
future.
came in and then it came out. A good reference is Sting.
Whoa!
Police transitioning into Sting. They met up with Childish Gambino and Frank Ocean and they had tea.
And boom,
Yeah, bro.
Yoshi appeared. I love that, man. I'm
That's
going to
it.
call this the future of music because you guys are sounding incredible. And
Thank you,
Perfect
brother.
High School would be absolutely proud right now. Shout out to the boys and shout out the fact that Yoshi's
Shout
not
out.
going anywhere. We've got more music to look forward to in just a bit. And also opportunities in Turkey. Yeah, we got accommodation for free and we got the plug on that. And then also some pasta to make because after this music, I'm hungry. Mzansi, don't go anywhere. The magic continues after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's your feel-good breakfast show, Mzansi. Welcome back, and we're going to transport you from our studios to a beautiful place we like to call Turkey. Yes, that is exactly how you say it.
And why just pass through Istanbul when you could experience it? Just set down some roots for a little while. Sometimes the best journeys happen when you take a little extra time.
Yeah, and taking extra time with Turkish Airlines means no stopover programs. Essentially, when you have your layover, you can become it can become its own adventure.
Just never leave.
Yeah, never leave. And you have every reason to do that because, man, it's a luxe experience, if I do say so myself.
Okay, so let's break it down for you. If your layover is 20 hours or longer, you qualify for a free hotel stay in Istanbul.
Whoa.
That gives you the chance to spend a full day exploring the city, from the opulent Topkapi Palace, which is amazing.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Oh, my word.
And then you could cross the famous Bosphorus Bridge. Two different worlds side by side. Absolutely love that. And you can just simply enjoy authentic Turkish cuisine in the heart of the city. Apparently on every square corner there is street food, so you can indulge. But I love the fact that you've got these two worlds on either side of this river. It's just really, really cool.
Yeah, man. And listen, Turkish Airlines are taking care of the accommodation, leaving you free to create memories. And I think the coolest part about this is that everyone's probably going to now plan their layover intentionally. Be like, no, that layover's too
I just
short.
need 20 hours. Does that give me my 20 so I can get my free stay?
Yeah,
But
man,
it begs the question, it's like when you arrive at a place, what's the first thing you do to immerse yourself if you've only got 24 hours?
Yeah, man, dude, you're obviously going to go explore, experience, go dive into food.
Street food.
Yeah, street food. So I'm like trying to find the most local person that you can and be like, listen, give me the most local dish, show off, give me a treat, and I want your very best. And I think that's something, I mean, look at these pictures, bro. They look delicious.
No, and I think we share quite a similar flavor palette. There's a reason why there is a Cape Town and Istanbul culture swap that happens
There's similarities there, man. We resonate.
Do you know what I do in a new place? I go for a run, and then you can eye out all the cool places from the perspective of being a local. It's amazing. As soon as you've walked or run a street, it's your street.
Yeah, you become the local as
you
well.
know, and then you get to smell your way around to see where you need to stop and go back to visit for the food. But just give yourself the time. So when you book your next adventure with Turkish Airlines, don't just fly through Istanbul, please. Love it.
Yeah, and you can visit turkishairlines.com and apply for your stopover voucher today. And Turkish Airlines are connecting people, cultures, and experiences across the world.
So a little bit later, we are going to be playing a game called This or That. Okay, and it's the Turkish edition. You might want to play along.
I'm not going to be making some Turkish food, but I will tell you that I've got something that is so tasty and quick and easy that doesn't even skimp out on flavor. We're playing in the world of Tuscany right now, and this is the Tuscan tuna tomato pasta. Brings together the best of simple pantry ingredients with some bold Italian flavors. It's hearty, it's comforting, and it's just for our man Graham.
Thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, the onions are sizzling, as you can hear.
And looking lovely.
And looking and smelling good. There's some garlic and chili in here
I
as
can
well.
see you exercising a little more restraint than I did. I kind of feel like I blew Ryle's head off.
Did you just go?
I went in. Well, they said don't use all of it, so I think I used 2/3.
And that was a
use
lot.
all of it. It was a lot.
Okay, well, Ryle, I think, can handle some heat.
I like it. I like the fact that we're using the accessible proteins here. Your tinned fish is... it obviously comes in that mode to make it more accessible.
Yes.
But what I'm liking about the design of these meals, there's a meal preppiness about this. Prepare your pasta just to introduce a little bit of protein at stage 5, easy peasy. You're taking 5 minutes to cook your food, but you're getting such good protein loads
clean
through this.
protein as well, from
The
eggs,
now
tinned
that we know,
fish.
you can have 6 eggs in a sitting, courtesy of Don.
6 eggs is crazy.
I
What's the most eggs you've had in a sitting? 3, surely? More,
All of
Gray.
them. All the eggs.
A dozen.
All the eggs. I've had all the eggs. There's been periods of my life where I've only lived off protein.
Yeah.
There was a period of my life for about 3 weeks where I lived on tuna and pineapple.
Tuna
Only
and
that.
pineapple.
It was given
Were
to
you
me by
going
a
through
fitness model. Yeah, no, it's called like a calendar shoot. Generally, these things come when you've got to kind
Hottest
of
man alive.
stand next to
He
Ryle
earned
in a
it.
Speedo. That'll bring on that kind of
behavior.
But it works. That particular combo really does work, and at least the the pineapple gives you kind of a
sweetness,
kind of you can mix and match and make
but
it a little bit
tuna,
easier.
Straight up. Well, today we're working with tuna, so I've thrown together some mixed herbs in here, some salt and pepper, and just mixed it with a tomato, and it really comes together that easily. We're going to throw in some leftover pasta water.
We haven't wasted any of our pasta water today. Hey, well done.
It's nice to add the thickness to it as well from the starch. That will cook away, and then our already cooked canned tuna goes in. I love tuna, but I love tuna mayo, and Raul will laugh because he knows I love fats, so like mayonnaise, avocado, like all of the above. It really works with me.
A little bit of fat-free yogurt often does the
with
same
tuna?
thing with tuna.
Wait a minute.
It really does. If you're looking for that creaminess or something, I mean, you can even use a full cream yogurt. It's going to give you added calcium. It's going to give you more protein. Obviously, it's slightly different. It lands differently from a fat perspective. So think about that.
Okay.
Again, this is.
Could I still add the lemon, the salt, the pepper, the chili?
I feel like I might be partially responsible for the issues we have with deep sea fishing and tuna because of how much tuna I've eaten in my life. Remember when I was around there were no protein shakes and things like that. It was either an egg or a tuna. That was protein, you know. So for me, you learn the purity of these cheaper proteins.
Well, tuna's not that cheap anymore.
Yeah, it's actually
It's getting pricey.
Oh, but then do yourself a favor. You can get now those special fillets and those extra special cuts of tuna and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. If you do love it, go and treat yourself. You will see tuna differently. What I'm thinking about is just smelling the beautiful kind of spiciness. The Tuscan flavor profile really does work with fish. If you struggle with the fishiness of fish, bring in some stronger flavors. Just balance it out with a bit of a punch. And I think leaning into this tomatoey, spicy vibe works.
It's perfect. What do you mean if you struggle with the fishiness of fish, like the taste of it?
Yeah, it's just too fishy.
What does that mean? Does it taste like the ocean?
I don't know. It's a fine line. I find seafood is a very fine line.
Okay.
Maybe I've had some negative experiences over my time. Maybe I'm just too scared to push the boat out and kind of do it myself because it's unforgiving. And I cook for like 5 hours. Fish, you cook for 2 seconds.
You do, and then you're out. You're done.
Maybe I am the problem here. But being allergic to shellfish, I think I've stepped away from all fish. And that's a bit sad,
It is a bit sad because look at the options we had today. Sardines, pilchards, a cheap and easy one, some tuna as well. And the thing is, people would have these in their pantries all year long.
For sure. Well, for decades. People will have tin fish for decades.
Exactly.
We've all seen the Michael McIntyre comedy skit. But I'm thinking that the relationship to fish and us kind of gathering and eating along the shorelines and all of these things is why we have such big brains.
Agreed.
Setting aside all conspiracy theories, i.e. 3i Atlas at the moment. But I mean, there is something about fish that is so easily assimilated into our system. So if you're looking for a good, clean protein that you can stretch out,
this is the one.
These are the combos, man. And there's a reason why pasta and tuna and fish works really well. My goodness.
Together. Omega-3s packed on in there. Let's have a taster.
Are we going to have a taste?
I've actually got a spoon here. It's up to you. I'm not going to say I'm going to judge you with which one you're going to taste.
I've got to taste yours.
Okay, you have to taste mine. Come on. A little bit of everything on a fork. It's a little bit warm, so just be careful.
And the thing is, I know I'm breaking my fast right now with this, but it's okay.
It's worth it. I made it.
With sugar, it's got protein, it's got some good energy, as Raul would say.
Clean.
And not too fishy.
Not too fishy. You didn't have any tuna, that's why.
No, I got a nice hit there. A little bit of warmth. Absolutely beautiful, and it works. This Tuscan flavor profile, I like that. And very clever how we've been using our pasta sauce to thicken our sauces in our pan. Absolutely
I love this.
brilliant.
I also can imagine this being made on a Sunday and then packed in little, like you were saying, meal prep boxes.
For sure.
Eat it maybe for 2 days. Don't push it too much. But this is definitely something that comes together in less than no time. And there's a QR code on your screen right now. Scan your phone over it. It'll take you straight to the recipe in the deep ocean, and you'll be able to cook along with us. Isn't that
Beautiful.
good?
Well done. I'm going in for another. That was heavy.
One.
Come to me.
Protea Hotels by Marriott is where hospitality feels like home. It's why when your family is with us, we treat you all like a member of ours. Book now and be more than a guest. Go there with Marriott Bonvoy.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now listen, we've heard the magic of the voice that comes out of this man. We'll call him our Beyonce for today. Yes, Yosha is still here. And we've got to now put him under fire. It's all about those quick fire questions. Every artist goes through it. It's a bit of a rite of passage, if you will. The aim is to not think about it too much. But we're going to start with your music.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
I'm just going to give it to you like that. If Beautiful Disappointment had a feeling, what would it be?
Sure, that's tough, man.
Is it tough? One word. That's all we need.
Surrender.
Surrender.
Well, I'm so deep today.
Is this what happens before 9 a.m. on a Monday morning?
Yeah, we make the lunch, we walk the dog.
Yeah, agreed.
It's about mid-morning at this time.
By the time it's mid-morning, you're done for the day, actually.
New day.
It's a new day. What's the weirdest place you've ever written your music?
I've been asked this recently and it was very difficult to answer.
You've been asked the question of where's the weirdest place
Yeah,
you've written music before?
actually.
Who else is asking
I don't
you
know,
that question?
not very, maybe like in the middle of a children's game and I'm like, I'm sorry girls, I have to voice note this.
What is
and then I
that?
have
Oh, that's
to,
the phone that you voice
and then they
noting
shout at me.
Oh.
Deservedly.
Yeah, because why are you interrupting
I
your
left the
girl children
moment.
playing?
Yeah.
Oh, we told you about being present today.
Yeah.
Okay, a reminder.
Always.
Let's get into
It's a struggle.
Okay, if your sound had a personality, would it be like a smooth operator on some Sade, or would it be a beautiful chaos?
Oh, I think that one because my music sounds like it's written by someone who's pretty nonchalant.
Yeah.
I'm very chalant.
You are, I can tell.
It's difficult for me to be nonchalant.
Wait, okay, so your music is a reflection of you and your personality.
Yeah, but the thing is that it doesn't, maybe I'm quite loud.
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite volumed.
Yeah.
But this piece of work was very
It's softer.
internal and,
Yeah.
and sincere. I don't think I would lose that if I'm loud.
Mhm.
It's just loud sincerity.
I like loud
We can cry
sincerity.
loudly.
Yes.
We don't have to cry
Agreed.
softly.
And men do not have a quote on crying. Let me
No,
just
I
put it
actually
on
need
out
to
there.
top myself up for this week. So make me cry.
Not today. What's your studio superpower?
Leaving the room. Not literally.
Okay, give me more, tell me more.
And it's something I always strive for. And I feel like artists all do it,
Mhm.
is when you are in a flow state and you flush and things are coming out of you, the person, Josh Riley, disappears and whatever is coming through is like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yoshe
It
is
becomes Yoshe. Yoshe is the instrument. Josh
Can I
Riley is the mech warrior trying to drive it. And
Right.
sometimes the driver must just be like,
Get out the way.
go on, lad, have a good time.
Wow.
Mm.
With he's a British guy
I don't
as
know,
well.
he could be German one morning, or I don't know. What is that?
I don't know either, but I'm here for it. I will tell you that Beyonce also has that. She has Sasha Fierce.
There you
And then
go.
she's got Beyonce.
Yeah.
And she channels it when she makes her music.
Yeah.
It's like an alter ego almost.
Channeling is a little bit of disappearing so that the thing can come through.
That's what I'm saying. We're not channeling demons, we promise you.
Yeah.
It's just good music, that's all it is. Now, if someone accidentally shuffled your playlist,
Mm.
what guilty pleasure, either artist or track, would they find? Surprise us.
I've been listening to a lot of like goth girl emo ever since that Drake track dropped. Was it called, I think it's Doghouse or something? And it's got this artist called Julia Fox and I'm just obsessed. Like,
Julia Fox, like the personality, the woman that's
Is that a-
always causing controversy.
no, this is a different one. She's
Oh.
Canadian.
Okay.
And she's amazing. It's like Drake just featured a snippet of her and then it just goes into like a trap beat. And then I turn the song off and I go to her Spotify.
That's incredible. Shout out to
Yeah,
Drake for putting us
Thanks,
onto
Drake.
the kids, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so like emo goth girl.
My taste in music is strange.
I like it. I mean, earlier you mentioned Childish Gambino, Frank Ocean.
Sometimes it's Hans Zimmer.
Sting.
Sometimes I just listen to white noise because ever since my children were born, it's
It's
all
all
me and my wife.
need. I'm not mad at it. It kind of puts you in a zen state. Which comes first, the feeling or the beat?
The feeling.
The feeling.
Feeling always doesn't even need a beat.
Mhm.
There's a song on my EP called Emergency Contact.
Okay.
There's no beat, but it feels like everything.
I love that. Who is your emergency contact?
My wife first. Love you, babes. And then everybody else after that. I have a very small, close group of friends.
Mhm.
Very special.
And they'll
people.
answer a phone if they were called?
Oh yeah, probably Imran, Christian next.
yes.
Yes, he would
Beautiful.
be next. He'd answer.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, the rest of them, Bart, Mitch would take long to answer. Kaylin would probably answer before Bart. You know, I've thought this out.
That's amazing.
But
well,
I'm
look at that.
everybody's emergency
Are
contact.
you?
Phone me.
Don't put your phone on silent unless you're on set.
I'm not
okay.
giving you my number.
Don't, 08, I'm kidding. Okay, so what are we listening to today? You performed one song that literally transported us elsewhere. It was
Ooh.
beautiful. What's still to come?
I lost my way.
And then do you find it again?
I think that's the irony of being lost.
Mhm.
In order to find yourself, you have to be lost. That's life. I'm so deep today,
Guy, let's give him a podcast.
Huh.
What? Men with mics. We love to see it, man.
Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
Does it exist?
Men with mics?
Is that a podcast?
It shouldn't be.
I'm going to start that.
Do it.
It's going to be very soft, man. Gentle.
We're here for it.
No,
Reframe
nice.
masculinity, according to Yoshe. In a bit, we get to enjoy more music coming his way. If you were lost, you'll be found right here on your Feel Good Show.
Man, I think there's a definite reason why this man's so deep. It's the song Ocean. He's literally swimming
As
in it.
deep as, baby,
Yeah,
as deep
bro.
as.
Makes
I feel like
sense.
we're getting a master's in just life this morning, maybe a doctorate. But now we want to go to Turkey because we love it so much.
Yes.
And it feels like a home away from home, and I've never even been there.
I
It just
agree
feels
with you,
like where
bro.
South Africans will be happy and comfortable. Now, we're going to have a little bit of fun. We did promise you a game, and we're going to celebrate travel and adventure this morning with Turkish Airlines, who are going to get us there. The airline that flies to more countries than any other in the
Oh,
world.
wow.
Did you know, in fact, that when you fly Turkish Airlines, you can make your layover in Istanbul unforgettable with Touristanbul? It's a word, okay? You can even extend your stay with their stopover program, 20 hours or more. They'll sort you out.
Yo,
They'll put
that's
you in a
pretty
hotel. So to show you just how many incredible experiences await in Istanbul, we're playing a fun game called This or That. Turkish edition.
I like the sound of this.
I don't even know if there could be a winner, but I'm going to say there is.
The
So
winner is
get
the one that's going to
competitive.
go to Turkey first. It's going to be you.
She is
no.
campaigning hard, eh? She is campaigning hard.
But Turkey, you and I are going to see each other. I'm just saying.
jealous.
This could be quite revealing because it says a lot about the kind of person you are, how you want to travel. What are those pressure points, what you're most excited about?
Right.
What are those little glimmers
Oh.
that you are looking for to
Nice.
return to that beautiful, beautiful term? Okay, so I'm going to put my first question to you. Feel free to look at the gorgeous pictures because this place looks amazing. So would you rather take a relaxing cruise along the Bosphorus or shop for treasures at the Grand Bazaar?
Oh, is there an option for both?
Yeah, I think
Sounds
there is, but for
incredible.
today, I want to know where you're going to
The
start.
way I'm feeling right now at this time of the year, I need that cruise, bro. I need to
Bosphorus
just
experience,
hit on the
yeah.
Bosphorus, just relax. I mean, that ship looks incredible.
It
I want sunrise and sunset moments like that. Come on.
Okay, if you're going to take that, I'll go shopping. Aw,
Will you pick up some
man.
supplies? And you get to, as you go down the Bosphorus, you can get a sense of just how unbelievably wealthy some people are. as you
Yeah.
travel.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
you know, you'll look for discounts when you hit the shop. I like that.
Absolutely
This is going to be a tough choice, guys, because I remember from Zoe's trip, Cappadocia,
Oh.
okay?
Oh,
A
my
hot air
gosh.
balloon over the incredible Cappadocia. Look at that landscape. Or unwind in a traditional Turkish hammam. Oh.
Yo, that hammam looks incredible. But guys, I have a DJ that I follow, Ben Bomer. He played at Cappadocia. He played in that hot air balloon. It's a
Wow.
moment that I realized this is my dream. I need to have this experience. I need to get one of the
Did
hot air
everyone
balloons.
follow him? Because I
No,
would
dude.
imagine...
Dude,
the
look,
music, it was like...
Literally, he performed in one hot air balloon, and the rest of the crowd were in other hot air balloons, and it was streamed. So it's a circle music festival where they play music in all these beautiful
Incredible places,
scenes,
yeah.
and it doesn't actually play it out loud. It's all internal, so like it doesn't disturb nature, doesn't disturb the beauty of Turkey like that. That's a bucket list destination, man. I need to do that hot air balloon experience.
Just keep
Yo,
your
look at
bearings
that.
about you, man. Just, I would tether my air balloon to
I'm
someone
going to
else.
say me too. I'm doing that as well.
It's
I'm
fine.
doing
I
it.
won't even be upset. You can come with me.
In the
Let's
same
do it together.
balloon.
Yes, I won't even complain.
I'll DJ.
Man, I love that.
Yo.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go hot air balloons. I know there's just something magical
It's
about
so
that.
spectacle.
I love that. Okay,
Spectacular.
so would you rather experience a whirling dervish ceremony, which I've heard it's mind-blowing, in Konya, or visit the Mevlana Museum, home of the poet Rumi? Connect to the source.
Ooh, I'm
This is a
going
tough one.
roomy.
Are you?
I'm going...
I've seen them do that. It's like this little...
Yeah.
I
I was
practicing
wondering
my
what you were
moves,
about to do there, dude. Just go with it. Go with
I
it.
want a Joel in Turkey, like these are
Okay.
Joeling. And they look like they have a stellar time at it as well. So I want to be a part of that experience, man.
I like the line of the outfits.
It's amazing with the hat.
Come on, I
the
want to know-
headgear, the outfits, it's everything.
Which would you go for?
Oh no, I'm going Rumi. I'm going
Really?
history. I'm going speak to me nice, whisper in my ear.
I'm going
As
to go
I
watch
make my
him do the
way.
dervish thing. We're going to go together. Let's give you one more impossible choice. And I'm
Yes.
sorry, we are putting you in an impossible
These are
position.
hard.
So you can answer this at home as well. Would you rather enjoy a stroll through the historic Hippodrome Square, look at that, or take in the breathtaking views from Galata Tower Hippodrome Square down below? I mean, you could get the best of both worlds. Is it not mind-blowing? It's quite a modern space, but the history is still lived.
I'm looking at these pictures now and I'm seeing it looks like this place is pretty much like a living museum. You like walk around and everything looks like you can engage with it. It has some sort of a story or history behind it. I mean, wow.
The cave complexes.
Yes, man.
I would love to know what the traditional name of those little clay pots that they cook the food in, where they seal the clay. You know,
Oh yeah, that's true, man. This is making me think that we need to go to a place like this before we lose out on all this magic history. I mean, look how cool that looks.
And that's 14th century build right there,
Wow.
still live. The lights are still on. Okay. Not the original energy system, I would imagine.
It's a lantern.
You live through generations, eras, centuries in this space. It is so modern, but so traditional as well. I love it.
Absolutely. Now, this is the question, right? Whether it is a cruise, a palace, or even a hammam, Turkish Airlines helps you experience it all. So here's an opportunity for you to widen your world today and start your journey by booking your next trip at turkishairlines.com. What are you waiting for? I mean, sure, we've got options, baby.
I want to see the dance again.
We connect more countries than any other airline. Turkish Airlines.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This could be your chance to win. In fact, double the chance, because double the excitement. Daily Lotto has an estimated 400,000 Rand sitting in the jackpot today. And then our Daily Lotto Plus has 150,000 ready and waiting. So what are you waiting for? Go in-store when they open. Go online, nationallottery.co.za. Use their mobile app. Use your own cell phone banking setup. Or just dial *120 *7529# for USSD. And take 2 chances to win and win big. Good luck.
But here's a chance for you to feel like a winner right now, because she is still standing by there, about to take the stage right now to perform something special for you.
Yo, my name is Yoshe and this is Lost My Way.
Sure.
Lost my way. straight to the stars. To the stars. Pearly gates. Yeah, the fancy cars. Ooh, and I wanted you to tell me you'd be there too. No matter the weather, you'll be there with me. All through the dream, when nothing can tear us apart. Used to get high by the beach, wanted it to feel like the weekend, living life sweet like a peach. You got me so deep and I was caught up in nothing. You pulled on my heartstrings, saw what I could be and took me home. Been gone for a second. I don't think I need another lesson. I don't think I need to be impressing you. I just know I got your biggest blessing. You know it hurts when it rains. I hope you know that you got me through this. Used to get high by the beach, wanted it to feel like the weekend, living life sweet like a peach. You got me so deep and I was caught up in nothing. You pulled on my heartstrings, saw what I could be and took me home with you. I do want you close to me. I do want you close to me. With you, I do want you close to me. Lost my way, yeah, straight to the stars. Pearly gates, yeah, the fancy cars.
Another feel-good production.